Oh, it is a glorious afternoon in Poplar Bluff. I'm Frankie Castile. Welcome back. It is our second game of the doubleheader today, and boy, we were treated a moment ago. We are getting a late start here. We are an hour and 15-minute late start. We had a great ball game ahead of ours between West Plains and Van Buren. This game, by the way, it went all the way to 9 innings. 7 innings was not enough. This one went way over 7 innings. It took all 9 innings. We saw an ejection in the ball game, lots of runs where Van Buren losing to West Plains. A final score, get ready for this, final score 12-11. And what a game it was with the West Plains Zizzers and the Bulldogs out of Van Buren. I got a chance to talk to the head coach here, James Sharp, and he told me that what a battle his team went through a moment ago. That ball game lasted nearly 3 hours, and here we go where the Mules are getting ready for a big test here in the Zizzers out of West Plains. I've got Brandon right here beside me, and he's asking me for something. I mean, I'm not getting food. No, it's okay. Go ahead. I want you to grab a mic, my friend. I mean, he got a second plate of hamburgers and hot dogs. I mean, I'm just stuck drinking water. So what's going on, Brandon?
That's not true. I saw you with 6 plates.
Negative. I had a big steak, though. I did do that.
You did, and a hot dog and a hamburger.
And I was going to ask you if you've got your lineup yet, because I was told to bug off for a while. No, they didn't say that. I don't have a lineup just yet. So I'm assuming that you'll be the guy getting the lineup first.
Well, that's why I came over here.
And I want you to provide that to me when you get it, so I can take a picture of it real
I was
fast.
hoping you had one because I don't have one yet.
Tell me, first and foremost, you got a chance to get a up-close and personal view. 9-inning ball game as a state-ranked team. They get the win on a walk-off dramatic fashion. Does that give you momentum going into a second game of a doubleheader? I believe we're going to get their ace coming up. I'm not 100% sure until I see the lineup, but let's just say they do. Does that give your team extra momentum on a walk-off hit in dramatic fashion?
You know, it's really interesting to be in that situation because I think, honestly, it could go either way. I mean, there is a great opportunity for them to continue on with that momentum and say, guys, we cut it really close. We got to come out here and shut the door and take care of it. But on the flip side of that, they played 9 innings. It was a grueling game for them. You know, they were busting it. So, you know, it's very possible that, hey, their energy may be zapped a little bit or whatever, but, hey, they could be fired up as well. So, I mean, who knows? I
got the lineup here, so let's talk about this. Oh, it's going to be Roberts who is going to be the pitcher here to begin the ball game, and I do not believe that's going to be their ace. Tuma is their number 1 pitcher, so that being said, this might be the number 3. Somebody told me we're going to get their number 3 pitcher, and the reason why I say they're number 3, I do not have access to their stats. It's all closed off. We were not given access to the actual stats, so nevertheless, that's what we have right now. So I do have the lineup. It's okay with you. Can I write it down real fast and give you the copy, or do you want a picture of it real fast, or whatever you want, Brandon? We're live on the radio, on Facebook and YouTube. It's about whatever you need, my friend.
Hey, they brought that to you, so let me just
Actually, they brought it to the young man sitting over there in the control room.
I'll take a quick picture, and you can have that.
Sounds good to me.
I want to get over here and do my job.
Hey, wait a minute. You didn't tell me. Your lovely wife has let us know that the junior high has won their big tournament, knocking out Dexter. I don't have a final score, but congratulations.
8-3.
8-3. The junior high, we're going to keep that away from us, apparently. So thank you to your wife for hooking us up.
Yeah, no, the junior high, they played today. They won their first game to get to the championship game, had 6 teams playing in the tournament, and faced off against Dexter. And so another big win. They continue on with their undefeated season, so they get the championship win today, 8-3 over the Dexter Bearcats. So super proud they're headed this way to cheer on Big Brother. So they'll be here shortly.
Maybe I can get an interview or something with the winning team coming up here. Hint, hint.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just saying, I mean, this is about the kids, right? I don't care how old they are.
That's right. Yeah, I'll see if we can't get Graham up here.
We'll get them up on the air and start it young here and talk to them about their big win. And tell you what, I think our boys are ready for a big matchup. And real quick, final question, how big would it be for our team to pull off a crazy win today, knocking off the number 9 team in Class 5, a state-ranked team? Oh, by the way, coming in the ball game, they're 16-0.
Yeah, this is going to be a huge game for our Mules right now, and another big week coming up as well. So if they can continue on this win streak and knock off West Plains right now, that's going to be a huge momentum boost for them. And I hope they can do it. And they're set up in a good position to do exactly that. So it's going to be huge. I mean, it really is. So, hey, if you're not doing anything right now and you're tuning in, you got some time, hey, come on up to the high school and cheer on the Poplar Bluff Mules.
I would say we are probably 15 minutes away maybe from the opening pitch, maybe sooner.
Probably, yeah, 15 or less for sure.
So we'll see what happens. And what we're going to do is we'll go to break real fast, and we're going to come back. Brandon, have a great call coming up. You'll be the guy on the PA once again, my friend.
Yep, I'll be right next door. Thank you, sir.
Do I call you the voice of the Mules at home, or what do you want me to call you? How do I refer to you, Brandon?
Brandon.
Okay, very good to me. Brandon Spain joining us live on the program to begin our second ball game. Already Coach John David Patillo walking over across the field to meet with the coach, maybe to exchange a little bit of lineups as well. And coming up, you've got the Mules taking on the West Plain Zizzers. And let me tell you, this team that we just got through watching a moment ago, man, they are something special, no doubt about that. Can't wait for this game to begin. West Plains, one thing about them, they are a very good baseball team. They are coming in. They are completely undefeated right now, and of course they had a big scare a moment ago as Van Buren, they took it to the limit. So congratulations to Van Buren, nearly pulling off a major upset. And of course we're going to find out coming up here this afternoon whether or not the Mules are up to that task. It'll be the Mules. They will take on the West Plain Zizzers. So sit back and enjoy as we get ready for another afternoon of high school baseball. It is almost like we were here last night. Oh, wait a minute. We were here last night. It was about the same time as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to break here real fast. And coming up, we will have the opening lineups coming up. As a matter of fact, that's what I'm doing right now, is I am in the process of writing down the lineup. So that way we get ready for this ever important matchup coming up between Poplar Bluff and West Plains. Don't go anywhere. We're coming right back. Let's take a 3-minute timeout, and we'll come back here in just a moment. You're watching and listening to Mules Baseball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Kevin's Auto and Tire is now a certified dealer for Bridgestone and Firestone tires. Kevin's Auto is also a full-service garage from brakes and oil changes to electrical and AC. Don't forget they also offer custom muffler work. It's Kevin's Auto and Tire, located on Cravens Road in Poplar Bluff.
Imagine playing sports, reading, or driving without needing contact lenses or glasses. The eye LASIK procedure at Eye Care Specialists could be the answer to help you improve your vision. Call Eye Care Specialists to schedule a free screening.
Here's a quick and easy test to see if you need new tires. Insert a penny upside down, and if you see the top of Honest Abe's head, your tread is too low. If you don't, you're good to go. So when it's time for new tires, remember Christian Automotive and Tire, keeping you safe on the road.
Maverick Glass offers repair of automotive, commercial, and residential glass, including mobile repair services. From a chipped windshield to a custom glass shower, remember Maverick Glass. Thank you for making Maverick Glass the area's leading glass company for more than 30 years.
Breathe easier and extend the life of your HVAC system, plus fewer repair bills with Air Solutions Comprehensive Maintenance Plan. You'll save money and get the peace of mind that only comes from calling Air Solutions. 785-1500.
Attention all baseball fans. Are you looking for a winning insurance plan? Look no further than First Choice Insurance, your MVP for all things coverage. Just like a solid defense, our policies protect you when life throws unexpected curveballs. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, we've got you covered. Swing for the fences with First Choice Insurance and hit a home run for peace of mind. Visit us today or call our team for a Grand Slam insurance experience. First Choice Insurance, where protection meets perfection.
And we are back here. It is coming up on the bottom of the hour, and coming your way, we are moments away from the opening pitch here this afternoon. Poplar Bluff about to take on one of their better teams that we have seen all season long. And I tell you what, the Mules here, just the way they are acting, the way they have been all afternoon, they look like they are ready for the challenge here today. Poplar Bluff is about to go toe-to-toe with the number 9 team in the state of Missouri in Class 5, the Zizzers out of West Plains. They are coming in, by the way, in this ball game. They are now 16-0 entering the ball game. So we're going to see coming up here if the Mules indeed are ready to take on a very good team. I believe that they are. Just a first glance at the lineup here that we were given here by the Zizzers. A lot of seniors on this team. They are loaded when it comes to seniors. Only a few sophomores and a couple of juniors, and we're going to go over all of this coming up as we make our way toward the opening pitch here this afternoon. And of course, we'll let you know coming up here momentarily if the Mules are able to get the win here coming up between the Mules and the Zizzers out of West Plains. Put this headset on. I got somebody here, and I don't know his name. So you do know his name? We'll get his name live on the air. All right, this young man who is joining me right now, he is part of the junior high team, and they just got through winning their big championship. So I believe your name is Graham, is that right?
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about this, Graham. First off, welcome alongside, and congratulations on your big win today over against Dexter. Walk us through what happened today. 8-3, is that right?
Yes, sir. So basically, Brock Campbell went 3 for 3 on the day with a double, triple, and an inside the park home run. I led off the game with a double to the fence, or close to it. And Colin Dortch was on the bump today, pitched all 5 innings. Only gave up 3 runs, was dealing out there pumping it.
Well, the first thing I've already figured out here, your dad is fired. You're going to be the new color commentator from now on. So much better than Brandon does. No, I'm kidding around. Let's talk about your team. Were you guys undefeated this season?
Yes, sir, we are.
What does that mean to the team going undefeated? I mean, you guys really killed it out there, game in and game out.
We're undefeated right now. Just everyone's doing their job, just putting their parts. We all have jobs out there, and we're all doing them right. Teams come in, the dugout energy's up there, everyone's just going to get foul balls. Like the Maroon Militia, I want to give them a shout out because every time there's a foul ball, we always go get it, always beat the team in that part. They just stay in their dugout.
You know, it's cool to watch, hear about you pitching, watching your older brother pitch. Okay, here's the hard question. You ready for this? Don't worry about your older brother. Which is the better pitcher, you or the older brother?
Me, for sure.
Oh, you, that's what I'm talking about. Take that, Noah. No, I'm kidding around. I'll tell you what, though, it's a lot of fun to watch this team, and you guys still have more games to go, right?
Yes, sir.
How many more games this season does the junior high have?
I don't know. I just know we play Dexter again on Monday away.
Play them at Dexter coming up, 8-3 win, and, of course, you guys have been killing it all season long. So what's it like playing at the junior high level to get ready? We're going to see you in a couple of years high school level. What is that like?
It's good. I like playing up with all the 8th graders because we just get to feel what it's like playing with big ball players. They know what they're doing. They know how to do their part well. So,
man, I'm excited to have you alongside. So let's talk about use your baseball brain today. We're going to take on a state-ranked team in West Plains. In your mind, Can the varsity team get it done today against West Plains?
Oh, anybody can get it done. We just got to go out there, hit the ball, field ball, no errors, just pitch good and not get down mentally.
Man, I tell you what, it's good to have you alongside. So give me your prediction. Give me the final score. I'm assuming you're going to say Mules win. Give me your final score here today.
Mules win 7-5.
Can we not make it more of a run advantage for Poplar Bluff? Let's not make it so close together, Graham. You're going to give me a heart attack up here. No, 7-5 sounds good to me. That just means it'll be a close ball game. Thank you so much for coming up here, my friend. You're welcome anytime.
Yes, sir.
You betcha. Graham Spain joining us here to begin our broadcast. The junior high level getting it done over Dexter at McLean Park earlier today. They defeated Donovan earlier as well, 10-3, and then they knocked out Dexter as well, 8-3. We were so blessed, so honored to have them live on the program as we get ready to bring you the opening pitch here this afternoon between West Plains and Poplar Bluff. And to be honest with you, that's what it's about right there. It's about having the youngsters come up here, hang out with us a little bit, and we want to start this at a younger age and make sure that Tim and I do our part and get these kids the gratitude and the respect that they deserve. Paul Spain is tuning in. He sent ice cream all the way from West Tennessee. Take that, Brandon. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to leave Brandon at home, Paul. We get this game won. We're going to your neck of the woods in West Tennessee tonight, my friend. The Mules here looking to go back-to-back wins here today. We've got some amazing people joining us already on Facebook and on YouTube. TJ Neal hanging out with us. Of course, Paul Spain hanging out with us. He is, of course, the father of Brandon Spain, the grandfather of Noah and Graham Spain as well. Graham told us 7-5. We're going to write that down. Tell you what, this Graham kid, he's going to be somebody we're going to be looking out for a lot coming up over the next several years. He'll be coming up. Graham with a great score. TJ says he's thinking more like 6-4, so we'll see what happens coming up as soon as we get this game underway. And I got to tell you, West Plains, any other team, if it was any other team, I would tell you I like our chances even more because possibly West Plains might be coming in maybe a little bit tired, but honestly, man, this team out of West Plains, they're really good. I mean, there's no doubt about it. I believe they're going to be able to take that 9-inning game they just went through a moment ago, and I believe, honestly, they're going to be able to shake that off, and I don't think it's going to really affect them much coming up in this ball game. Nevertheless, the Mules, they have had quite a long time to think about this game and to get ready for it as well. So here coming up, we will see if the Mules are indeed ready to go. And at Poplar Bluff here, they look as if they are ready to go. They look like they are amped up, and they are looking more and more like this game, possibly they want this game to go their direction, and we shall see coming up if that is the case or not. We are moments away from the opening pitch here this afternoon. For the Mules, by the way, getting the start, it'll be Rylan Seasongood who will get the bump here to begin with. Now West Plains going into the first game of the afternoon. They are only giving up around 2 runs a ball game, by the way. You heard me right, 2 runs a ball game. They gave up 11 runs last game, and they are averaging about 10 runs per ball game. The Mules, meanwhile, coming in, they are averaging 9 runs a ball game as well. They are giving up around 5 runs per ball game. Let's talk about this amazing, the matchup history real quick between Poplar Bluff and the West Plains Zizzers. Looking at their matchup history all time from the records that we could find, Poplar Bluff is West Plains is 1-2 all time. West Plains, the last time the Mules did take on West Plains, it was over 2 years ago. They took on West Plains in West Plains, and of course we were there for that ball game. It was a doubleheader in West Plains. Mules were defeated in that ball game 12-6. The last time the Mules did beat West Plains, it was back in 2017. It was here in Poplar Bluff. Mules got them 5-1 and then got them in West Plains on 2016. They were able to defeat them 5-1 as well. So that is a little history between the two programs here. They're being coached by James Sharp. He is in his 6th season as the head coach. The assistant coaches are Mike Kinslow for the Zizzers out of West Plains. Looking at their lineup here, or not their lineup, but their overall schedule, here are some of the teams that they have taken on so far this season. Some big wins here as well. They have defeated Ozark 7-2 earlier this year. They defeated Waynesville 13-0. Rolla back earlier this month, beat them 7-4. They have also defeated Hollister and Neosho, very good programs in Southwest Missouri. They defeated Hollister 13-1, Neosho 12-1. Camdenton, we did see them last weekend. They played a few games. They defeated them 6-5. And then here recently, Central and Springfield, they beat them 11-0. And Mountain Grove on yesterday, they defeated them only 5-4. So I'll tell you what, a lot of teams have been playing West Plains pretty close. And for the Mules, I believe it's going to come down to mistake-free baseball, and what I mean by that is it's very, very simple. I believe coming up here today, as we see the right-hander Hunter Roberts, he'll be on the mound coming up tonight, or this afternoon rather, for West Plains. I believe coming up, the Mules have got to be able to minimize the pitch count, obviously. Can't have hit by pitches. We can't have more walks than we do strikeouts. Those small things are what we have to have, and if the Mules are able to indeed figure out a way to minimize the pitch counts, if they're able to minimize having base runners, then obviously your chances will go up. One thing I do like about this game in particular, the Mules have had quite a few hours to relax, get something to eat. They didn't play 9 full innings earlier today. They did play 7, but it wasn't, I mean, it was a hard-fought game, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't as if it was a game like we just saw between West Plains and Van Buren. Mules got a win. They were able to win 10-1, so we'll see coming up in just a few moments how the Mules react, and we'll see how well-rested they are. More importantly, we will see how fatigued, I guess is the right word I'm looking for. We will see if West Plains shows any fatigue, but honestly, I don't believe they will. I think West Plains will come in. They'll be ready to go. I see no signs of them being fatigued whatsoever. Ken Lunsford is tuning in. He was glad to hear Graham on the air. TJ says, better watch out for my job. I guarantee it. He did a great job on the mic earlier on. Beth Lewis, that is Coach Lewis, is tuning in. Beautiful weather for a ball game. Absolutely. So glad you are tuning in as well. If you know folks that are watching from West Plains rather, make sure and hit that share button for us on Facebook and on YouTube. And of course, we would love to hear from you as well. Let us know, and we will give you a shout out as well. We are coming up now on the opening pitch. Right now, we are watching the West Plains Zizzers kind of hanging out, laying down on the turf. I see the Mules getting their final warm-ups and their final stretches underway. So that being said, let's take our final timeout. I know the umpires are getting a break as well, and boy, they deserve one after that lengthy ball game a second ago. Let's go to a timeout. We'll come back as we continue live. It is Mules Baseball. It is Poplar Bluff. It is the Zizzers out of West Plains. And I see Greg Roberto has made his way into Bobby Strenfel Field for our final ball game of the afternoon. It is Bluff. It is the Zizzers. It is coming up next. We'll be back. Let's take a 3-minute timeout, and we'll come back. You're watching and listening live to Mules Baseball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Caring for those you love also means taking good care of yourself. At Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, our healthcare providers take the time to identify your health risks and help you prioritize good health. Regular checkups and age-appropriate screenings are important to be healthy now and stay well in the future. With same or next day appointments and online scheduling, we make it easy to make an appointment right now. You can even see us from the comfort of your own home via telehealth. Put your health first today by making an appointment by visiting pbrmc.com and searching online scheduling.
You're in the zone with Baldwin Toyota. Today's spotlight is a 2023 Toyota RAV4. Grab your teammates for the ultimate ride. The 2023 Toyota RAV4 offers a spacious interior and configurable cargo space. Now you can carry all your gear for the big game.
That's right. And with the RAV4's all-wheel drive technology, you can effortlessly tackle any terrain.
Get in the game and visit Baldwin Toyota and experience the 2023 Toyota RAV4 for yourself. And now back to Mules action.
All right, so we're going to come back a little bit early because right now we are seeing the two coaches now. They are making their way toward home plate, and that means we are getting closer now by the minute to the opening pitch between Bluff and West Plains. Once again, I'm Frankie Castile, and we will have, I believe we're going to have the opening lineups coming up. Trying to get a hold of Brandon real quick. Opening lineups in just a minute. Yep, as soon as they break. So, yes, we're going to have opening lineups. So, as soon as, if you're watching us on YouTube and on Facebook, as soon as the two coaches shake hands, then we will throw it over to Brandon Spain. He will have today's opening lineups here between West Plains and Poplar Bluff. First pitch is on the way here in just a moment. Coach Sharp in his 6th season as the head baseball coach. And, of course, John David Patillo, he is in his 2nd season as the head coach as well.
Can you guys hear me? Oh. You can hear me?
We can hear you, Abby. Absolutely. Abby said, can you hear me? Of course I can hear Miss Abby Wilson. We got that crowd mic right there beside him on purpose for a reason here today. It is your job to keep our boys pumped up today. That's what you guys are here for. I wonder if they heard that, Tim. Probably not. So here we go now, the two coaches and, of course, West Plains. Man, what an awesome win they had earlier on a walk-off dramatic fashion. They were able to win big. They won by a run. Lots of runs scored in that last matchup between them and Van Buren. So now we're going to see what the Mules can do coming up between a state-ranked team and Poplar Bluff. We are just moments away. Brady Sharp is tuning in. Glad to have you alongside, Brady. They say, go Zizzers. I got to tell you, man, I watched this team earlier, and I was impressed. This team is the real deal. We see the coaches now. They are shaking hands with the home plate umpire, Jimmy Williams, and, of course, the field umpire is going to be Eric Lambert. That'll be the two umpires. And, Brady, make sure you tell your friends back in West Plains, this game is live on Facebook and on YouTube. I know Renee Gordon is tuning in. Terry Bratcher, welcome alongside for this afternoon, this evening's ball game between the Mules and the Zizzers. The two coaches, they shake hands at home plate. Let's welcome in Brandon Spain right now. He's got your opening lineups between the Mules and the West Plains Zizzers.
Fans, and welcome to Game 3 for today between the West Plains Zizzers and your Poplar Bluff Mules. Let's go ahead and get to today's starting lineup. Up first for the West Plains Zizzers. Batting first, number 3, shortstop Peyton Cooper. Batting second, number 7, your pitcher Hunter Roberts. Batting third, number 24, your catcher Tank Sims. Batting fourth, number 9, your right fielder Nelson Hoover.
Well, you know what? I'll take over from here because it looks like the Mules are not going to waste any time. They've already walked out to their position. So the opening lineup's looking like this. Let's go with the visitors from West Plains. Leading off at shortstop is number 3, Peyton Cooper, a senior. Batting second, he'll be the pitcher, number 7, Hunter Roberts. Batting third, the catcher is Tanker Sims, a senior. Batting cleanup at right field at number 9, Nelson Hoover. He is also a senior. Batting fifth at center field at number 2, Rylan Kinslow. Batting sixth at first base, number 33, Riley Summers. Batting seventh at third base, number 22, Hunter Williams, also a senior. Batting in the 8th spot, the DH man, 00, Ethan Miller, a sophomore. And batting ninth at left field, number 19, Ethan Tuma. He is a junior. And playing second base is senior number 17, Trey Miller. All right, now looking at the defensive lineup for your Poplar Bluff Mules. Out in left field, it is Cameron Settle. Center field, Dylan Hall. Over at right field, it is Cade Huffman going around the infield now. At third base, Noah Spain. At shortstop is Ryan Tanchavez. And then at shortstop, or make that second base, Marcus Tabanera. At first base, it is Kobe Greenwald. Behind the plate, it is Bryce Dobbs. And on the mound here this afternoon for your Poplar Bluff Mules in Game 2, you've got number 3, Ryland Seasongood, a senior for the Mules. He has pitched 17 innings so far this season. He is making his 5th start overall. Seasongood, by the way, coming in the ball game, he is 1-3 so far this season. I hear the Rocks theme music in the background. Seasongood has given up 21 hits, 22 runs, 19 have been earned. He has walked 10, struck out 18 as well. His earned run average, 7.824. Those are the numbers here this afternoon between Poplar Bluff and West Plains. And we'll see coming up what the Mules are able to do as we begin here this afternoon between the Mules and the West Plains Zizzers. Thank you again for tuning in. He's Tim Hicks on the camera. I'm Frankie Castile. Karen is tuning in. Boy, she does a great job keeping us updated. By the way, congratulations to our junior high boys baseball team knocking off Dexter, taking home that championship. We had Graham Spain earlier on during the pregame. Let's see, Ken DeShane is tuning in. He says, let's go Zizzers. The Zizzers are wearing their white jerseys with the red numbering, the white trim, or make that red trim with their white helmets. So here we go now. Mules now. Ryland Seasongood. First pitch time. It is 5:46. We are underway. And ball one taken up high as we officially begin our second ball game of the afternoon for the Mules. Game time temperature as well. There's another ball up high. It is a whopping 82 degrees here at game time. And, of course, we knew it was going to be a pretty warm afternoon, and we did reach the low 80s here today. Take away the wind not nearly as bad as what it was earlier today. Here is the 2-0 pitch up high for a ball. 3 balls and no strikes here. Seasongood, the starting pitcher this afternoon in game number 2. Tina Root says, let's go Mules. Glad to have you guys alongside for our second ball game of the afternoon. And there's a strike on the outside part of the plate. It is 3 balls and 1 strike here. As we are underway, Hunter Roberts, he'll do the pitching today for West Plains. He is on deck, and now we'll see him a leadoff walk to begin this ball game. Hunter Roberts now, the pitcher for the West Plains Zizzers. He is coming up to the plate, and we'll see what he can do with 1 on and nobody out.
Now batting, number 7, Hunter Roberts.
So now Roberts digs in. He would love to give his team a little bit of a lead before the Mules come up to bat rather in the home half of the inning. Strike 1 is called. Good pitch by Seasongood. Way to come back on that pitch. Runner on first base, nobody down here in the second game of our doubleheader. I know West Plains has about a 2-hour drive back later on today. A very good lead by Cooper there at first base. Got to watch him closely. There's the fly ball. This one, the straightaway center. Hall goes back to make the catch. 1 up and 1 down here in the top of inning number 1. So 1 down here in the inning. Time is called as Dobbs going to walk out and talk to Ryland Seasongood. So 1 away here in the top of inning number 1. And now we're going to see Tank Sims coming up, a senior for the West Plains Zizzers. They are coming in 16-0, by the way. Mules coming in, they have won 13 games this season. They are 13-5 on the season. By the way, the Mules, after the win earlier today, they've already exceeded their win total from 2023. They had 12 wins last year, already at 13. Back over to first base, not in time. That was a good move by Seasongood. Boy, he's got a quick draw to first base. I know West Plains will take note of that very shortly. If they wasn't aware, they are now. Now the runner gets a good lead away from first base here once again. That's Cooper there at first base. Here's the pitch. There's a fly ball. This one goes to center field. Dylan Hall racing back, and Hall is going to make the catch near the wall. or I should say near the fence. The runner tags, and boy, the wind carried that one. Hall had about maybe 2 feet from the fence there. And now a runner is going to go to second base here with 2 down in the inning. Good job there by Dylan Hall.
Number 9, Nelson Hoover.
And now Nelson Hoover coming up to the plate now with 2 down and a runner on second base. So the Mules now, Season Good, trying to get out of the inning. Season Good gets a sign that he wants from Dobbs there at home plate. Funny story on Bryce Dobbs. We'll tell you about it coming up in the home half of the first inning. There's a swing and a miss. Now we've got Season Good locked in. No balls, then a strike here. I was talking to Bryce's dad, Nate, earlier on, which, by the way, Nate Dobbs, in case you don't know and didn't hear earlier, he cooked Tim and I a phenomenal ribeye steak earlier on. It was awesome, so we appreciate him for hooking us up with an awesome steak. Brought it up here to us and everything. I'm sorry, did I say something wrong? Oh, Kent said he didn't get one. Oops, I got just a hot dog. My bad. My bad. But it was a good steak. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Season Good fires it in to Nelson Hoover. This is a fly ball. This one out to center field as well. Hall racing back and makes the catch over the shoulder. 3 straight outs to center field. The commander, Dylan Hall, taking care of business. No runs, no hits, and 1 left on. We go to the home half of inning number 1. We're back in 30 seconds on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers is a 3rd-generation family-owned jewelry and repair store who have served the Poplar Bluff community for over 60 years.
Our family has always worked hard to provide the finest jewelry creations and service imaginable.
Patriot Auto Glass offers chip repair or glass replacement. They provide fast quality service done by experienced technicians. Ask about our veteran and first responder discounts. Call Patriot Auto Glass today at 573-840-5027. And remember, Patriot Auto Glass will come to you.
All right, so we are back here as we get ready for the bottom of inning number 1. What a great job by Dylan Hall out there in center field. This young man, he plays at center field very, very well. And now we are going to the home half of inning number 1. Let's talk about the offensive lineup here for the Mules. Leading off at center field, it is Dylan Hall batting second. At first base, Kobe Greenwald batting third. He is the catcher today. Bryce Dobbs batting cleanup once again. The right fielder, Cade Huffman, batting 5th. At second base, number 1, Marcus Tabanera, batting 6th. At third base, it is Noah Spain. The DH man today, Dylan Bratcher, he'll bat 7th. Batting 8th is Rylan Season Good, the pitcher, and not batting, but in the field, number 5, Cameron Settle. So that is your offensive lineup here for the Mules. Let's talk about the defensive lineup here for the West Plain Zizzers. Out in left field this afternoon, Ethan Tuma in left field. In center field, it is Rylan Kinslow. Over in right field, there's a ground ball hit sharply to the third baseman, Williams, over to first base and got him by maybe a step or so. Good play by Williams. 1 up and 1 down here in the bottom of inning number 1. So 1 down as Dylan Hall grounds out. And now Kobe Greenwald coming up to the plate now. Greenwald here this season entering today's ball game, by the way. He is batting .545 on the season is Greenwald. Greenwald here this season, by the way. He's got 1 home run, 14 RBIs. First pitch is going to be taken for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. The Mules first baseman steps up and he takes ball 2 a little bit outside, or make that, no, they call that a strike on the inside part of the plate there. It is 1 ball and 1 strike. Boy, I tell you what, one thing, there's a fly ball, there's a base hit by Greenwald, goes the opposite field. And he boots it, and he can't come up with it cleanly, and Greenwald is in with a base hit, and then he'll reach second base on the air there in right field. So Hoover boots it, and Greenwald ends up going to second base.
Now batting, number 12, Bryce Dobbs.
So now Dobbs is going to end up coming to the plate now. Bryce Dobbs here this season, 347. He's also got 14 RBIs. He would love to be able to drive a runner in right here, right now. Greenwald leads away from second base. At third base here this afternoon, Hunter Williams, the ball gets away, and Greenwald's going to end up going to third base. 1 ball, no strikes here. At shortstop, it is Peyton Cooper for the Zizzers. At second base, it is Trey Miller. At first base this afternoon, Riley Summers. And behind the plate, it is Tank Sims, and there's a ball missed up high. 2 balls and no strikes here. And, of course, on the mound, it is Hunter Roberts. He is the right-hander for the West Plains Zizzers. The 2 balls and no strikes here. Bryce Dobbs, they call him Bruce Dobbs. I'll tell you why. Funny story, talking to his dad. For some reason, he was messing with Siri on his phone, and it kept calling him Bryce, or make that Bruce, rather. So now the team has adopted the name Bruce, and he kind of goes by Bruce now. So you know what? We're going to call him Bruce also. 3 balls and 1 strike. If it makes Bruce hit the ball harder, we'll call him Bruce every time he comes up to the plate. 3 balls and 1 strike here. Runner on third base, 1 down in the inning. And this one gets away. Greenwald's coming to score. He is safe. Yes, sir. So Greenwald comes in to score. And now the Mules lead 1-0. We're going to get a courtesy runner now as Dobbs draws a 1-out walk. And now going to first base, it is Drew Cooper. So Cooper will be the courtesy runner here this afternoon for Mr. Dobbs. So now Huffman coming up to the plate now. What a great job there by the Mules, off to a 1-0 lead. Cade Huffman now batting .422, leads the team in RBIs at 23. Here is the first pitch. There's a rip. Get down, baby, get down. It'll be at least a double. Cooper rounds third, and they're going to hold him up at third base. Boy, what a cannon there by the right fielder. Hoover, did you see that throw? So Huffman does his job. He goes to right field, and he's got a 1-out double. And now runners are on second and at third base. So Tabanera coming up to the plate now for the Mules. Boy, let me tell you, it's a good thing that Coach Patillo did not send the runner from third. Otherwise, Cooper would have been out. Tabanera coming up to the plate now, batting .316 RBIs so far this season. There's a rip and a base hit. 1 run's going to score. Here comes Huffman. Huffman rounding third. He will score. A 2 RBI base hit by Marcus Tabanera. Oh, baby, the Mules are fired up right now. It is a 3-0 ball game. So now Spain coming up to the plate now for the Mules. So Spain comes up. It is the ball gets away on the overthrow. Tabanera takes off, and he'll round second. Oh, he's not stopping. He is going to third, and he will slide in. So Tabanera winds up on third base on the overthrow. And now we've got Noah Spain has an opportunity here for another RBI. 3-0 the score here in the first. Strike is called. That's a good pitch there by Roberts. Boy, he loves that part of the plate. No balls and 1 strike here. It is a 3-0 ball game. Mules quickly out in front here in the bottom of inning number 1. There's a ground ball. This one's going to go foul. Noah Spain now down. No balls and 2 strikes. Barb says, let's go, Noah. Miss Senya Dobbs likes what she sees by Bryce, a.k.a. Bruce. Pat Crawford is tuning in. They say, let's go Zizzers. Glad to have everybody alongside. There's a swing and a miss. 2 down here in the inning. Spain down on strikes, and now Bratcher coming up to the plate. So Bratcher comes up to the plate now for the Mules. Bratcher so far this season entering today's ball game, he is batting .341. He's got 10 RBIs. Number 11 is sitting there right there on third base. He fouls this one away. No balls and 1 strike. Boy, this team is a lot of fun to watch here. Poplar Bluff, I told you, I was watching their body language during that lengthy layoff, and they were fired up on all cylinders, and boy, it is showing right here in the bottom of the first inning. I know we have a lot of folks from West Plains tuning in as well. Very good team, and Bratcher again, he fouls it off, and it hits him after he fouls it off. No balls and 2 strikes. Stacy Rommel is tuning in from Poplar Bluff. Terry Bratcher says, what a great start. You betcha. Mules lead 3-0 here. There's a ground ball right at the shortstop. Cooper, right place at the right time. And the inning will come to a close, but not before the Mules end up picking up 3 runs on 2 hits, or make that 3 runs on 3 hits, a couple of errors. We go to the top of inning number 2. Mules now lead 3-0 on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Breathe easier and extend the life of your HVAC system, plus fewer repair bills with Air Solutions Comprehensive Maintenance Plan. You'll save money and get the peace of mind that only comes from calling Air Solutions. 785-1500.
Maverick Glass offers repair of automotive, commercial, and residential glass, including mobile repair services. From a chipped windshield to a custom glass shower, remember Maverick Glass. Thank you for making Maverick Glass the area's leading glass company for more than 30 years.
Here's a quick and easy test to see if you need new tires. Insert a penny upside down, and if you see the top of Honest Abe's head, your tread is too low. If you don't, you're good to go. So when it's time for new tires, remember Christian Automotive and Tire, keeping you safe on the road.
It is 6:02. I'm Frankie Castillo alongside my best friend Tim Hicks. We spent a lot of time together up and down the roads during all season from August through the latter portions of May. So glad to have you alongside for Mules Baseball. Whether you're tuning in on the radio on 93.3 FM, 9:30 a.m., watching us live on Facebook or on YouTube. But thank you so much for hanging out with us on your Saturday afternoon/evening. Coming up to the plate now, Rylan Kinslow, the center fielder. So now Season Good has a 3-run lead. We'll see what he can do. There's a ground ball hit sharply to Tanchavez. He makes the play there, but can't get the runner out. Good job there by Kinslow. And he has an infield base hit as he begins at the top of inning number 2. So the first hit of the ball game here by West Plains. By the way, West Plains had their leadoff guy on in the first inning also. They ended up leaving him on third base, or second base rather. Good lead by Kinslow there at first base. 1 on, nobody down as Season Good comes set. Here is the first pitch on the way. This one, it's going to get him in the back. And now 2 runners on and nobody out here in the top of inning number 2. A leadoff base hit and then the hit by pitch. And now Hunter Williams is coming up to the plate now, and Dobbs calling timeout. He will quickly walk out to settle down his pitcher. 3-0 is the score. But now the West Plains Zizzers, they are threatening here in the second inning already. 2 on and nobody down here in the top of inning number 2. Poplar Bluff now up by 3 runs. They did score 3 runs in the home half of inning number 1. It is our second game of the afternoon. Mules got a 10-1 victory earlier on today. A swing and a miss. Down a strike here to Hunter Williams, the third baseman here for the West Plain Zizzers. So now the Mules here trying to get out of this inning season good. Has runners on first and second base now. Good lead by Summers there at first base. Here's the pitch, and it's rocket shot down the foul line. It hits the dugout. I believe it almost hit some of the players because the players are telling Hunter to go straight instead of going to the left side, or the right side rather. I like that. No balls and 2 strikes here. No balls and 2 strikes as the Mules now have a 3-run lead here in the ball game. Big crowd watching us right now on Facebook and on YouTube. So now Season Good comes set. Big first out standing there at home plate. Here is the pitch. The runner takes off. And no throw down to third base. Got him! Oh, what an out! Dobbs does it again. It is a double play, a strikeout, and a throw out. 2 down in the inning. So we get 2 for the price of 1.
Now batting number 17, Trey Miller.
What a play by Dobbs. So 2 down here in the inning. Boy, Dobbs has done a phenomenal job here all ball game long. It is now 1 ball and no strikes here. Good pitch that time to even the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 the count here. And Ethan Miller, Ethan Miller 00 is up to the plate now. Runner on first base, it is Summers. Good lead. This one is up high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Well, I tell you what, it's getting harder and harder for runners to run on Dobbs. He's got a cannon on him, whether going to second base, third base. He can read the runner very, very well. Between him, Miles Johnson, a great catcher as well. This one's foul tipped. It is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mules are 1 pitch away from once again averting danger and getting out of the inning. Coming up to the plate for the Mules in the home half, 8, 9, and 1, all due up. Swing and a miss. Mules get out of the inning, leaving a runner on first base. Season Good does his job. He is coming up to the plate to begin the bottom of inning number 2. Mules lead 3-0 on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Imagine playing sports, reading, or driving without needing contact lenses or glasses. The eye LASIK procedure at Eye Care Specialists could be the answer to help you improve your vision. Call Eye Care Specialists to schedule a free screening.
Kevin's Auto and Tire is now a certified dealer for Bridgestone and Firestone tires. Kevin's Auto is also a full-service garage from brakes and oil changes to electrical and AC. Don't forget they also offer custom muffler work. It's Kevin's Auto and Tire, located on Cravens Road in Poplar Bluff.
Well, we are back here as we get ready. Season Good now is going to come up to the plate now for the Mules. And, boy, I tell you what, Season Good, he has averted danger in back-to-back innings and now has a chance here to help his own cause. First pitch in there for a called strike one. Season Good getting his first at-bat here in the ballgame. He takes the first pitch in for a called strike. This one fouled away. It is quickly no balls and 2 strikes here. Season Good on the afternoon, entering today's game rather. He is batting .344. He's got 12 RBIs so far. Dylan Hall awaiting on deck here. Or make that camera, yep, Dylan Hall rather is awaiting on deck. Here is the sidearm. And he fouls this one away. Still no balls and 2 strikes. So still no balls and 2 strikes here as Season Good. And this one misses outside. Ball 1, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Good eye there by Season Good. Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Season Good, by the way, pitched only 10 pitches there in the second inning. He threw 11 in the first inning. There's a swing and a miss, and there's 1 down here in the inning. So now we are back to the top of the lineup. Mules, Dylan Hall grounded out to first base. Or make that Cameron Settle rather. He is up to the plate now. Can't forget about Mr. Settle. He's batting .158 this season. He's got a couple of RBIs. First pitch in there for a called strike. And no balls and 1 strike. Dylan Hall is now waiting on deck. Got a little bit ahead of myself there. This one fouled away to the screen. No balls and 2 strikes. Settle today batting for Tanchavez as he is at shortstop. Tanchavez has had a great few games at shortstop here of late. Outside, pitch called a strike. And 2 down here in the inning on back-to-back punch-outs there by Roberts.
Now batting number 2 is Dylan Hall.
So now Dylan Hall coming up to the plate now. Hall is 0 for 1 here on the afternoon. He grounded out to third base his first time. First pitch in there for a called strike, and now we are underway here with Dylan Hall. Here is the next call in there, swing and a miss, and now it's no balls and 2 strikes here. Coming up in the top of inning number 3 for the Zizzers at 9, 1 and 2, all due up. There's ball 1 taken, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mules right now, they lead this ball game 3-0. This one is going to get in. Oh, what a good stop there. A great catch, a line out to the third baseman Williams. And that is how this inning will come to a close. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on. We are going to the top of inning number 3. Mules lead 3-0 on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Caring for those you love also means taking good care of yourself. At Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, our healthcare providers take the time to identify your health risks and help you prioritize good health. Regular checkups and age-appropriate screenings are important to be healthy now and stay well in the future. With same or next day appointments and online scheduling, we make it easy to make an appointment right now. You can even see us from the comfort of your own home via telehealth. Put your health first today by making an appointment by visiting pbrmc.com and searching online scheduling.
All right, real quickly here as we get ready for the top of inning number 3, just to give you a heads up, coming up next week, the Mules have not 1, not 2, but 3 games on the road next week. And what we're going to do is coming up on Tuesday, the Mules travel to Greenville. That is Tim's old stomping grounds. We are going to attempt our live video coverage on Tuesday. Oh, good movement there by Season Good. Strike one. We are underway. We do know the service is kind of sketchy at times there at the Greenville High School, the ball field. So we're going to try. Tim's going to go with me, and we're going to try to live stream the ball game. Swing and a miss. That pitch was way inside, and Season Good had Tuma reeling on that one. So we will have that game at least on the radio, but we're going to try to video stream on Tuesday. And then Thursday we go to Jackson. Friday we go to Dexter, and we will have those games for sure live streamed on Facebook and on YouTube. But on Tuesday, kind of on the fence on how this is going to work out, but Tim and I are going to try to bring you live coverage. At least we'll have it on the radio, but we will try on Facebook and on YouTube. Here is the 1-2 pitch. Got him looking. One down here in the top of inning number 3. Strikeout there by Season Good, his third of the ball game. Matter of fact, he has struck out 3 in a row. He hit Summers. He gave up a base hit to Kinslow, then hit Summers, and then 3 straight strikeouts to Williams, Miller, and Tuma. And now we are back to the top of the lineup now. It is Peyton Cooper. He is 1 for 1 here on the afternoon, or the evening so far, and takes ball 1 as well. 1 ball, no strikes. Cooper walked in the first inning. Here is the pitch, up high, just misses a little bit up high there by just above the belt. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 the count now. Mules lead it by a score of 3-0. Season Good, wasting no time. Here is the 2-0 pitch. Good movement, just misses. Same location. I don't got to say anything. I think our Mules fans letting you know what they think of that last pitch. 3 balls and no strikes here as Season Good steps off the rubber to readjust. So far in the ball game, Season Good at 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 1 hit batsman. That's all so far for the Zizzers here in the top of inning number 3. And there is a strike 1, 3 balls and 1 strike here. Season Good trying to not allow the leadoff man to reach base here with 1 down here in the inning. There's a ground ball. This one's going to go foul. Now it's a full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 1 down here in the top of inning number 3. By the way, settle out there in left field. Dylan Hall in center. In right field, Cade Huffman along the infield. Spain at third. Tenchavez is sitting there at shortstop. Tabanera at second. Greenwall at first, and Dobbs behind the plate. Season Good on the mound. This one fouled away, so we'll do it again. It's still 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody on, 1 down here in the top of inning number 3. Mules lead it by a score of 3-0. See a lot of pets here at the ball field today. A lot of dogs in the stands. I know Tim brought his pet as well. Is it out there? I know Keith brought his pet. It's running loose out there. And just misses outside. And I'll tell you what, that looked pretty good from up here. A 1-out walk here as Cooper draws his 2nd walk of the ball game. And now we're going to get, I believe time is called. Yep. Time is called, and Patillo not happy with that last call. Can't say that I blame him. It looked pretty good from up here. So now we're going to see Patillo come out to kind of settle down his pitcher on the mound. And coming up to the plate now, it'll be Hunter Roberts. He popped out to center field his first time. Gave it right to Dylan Hall, who was standing there at center field, had to go about 2 steps to make the catch. So now, here we go now. The mound visit is over. 1 down here in the inning. And the Mules right now with a 3-0 lead. So now Hunter Roberts, who popped out his first time. Cooper now gets a good lead at first base. Season Good checks on him. Here is the first pitch. Just misses a little bit high. 1 ball and no strikes here. So the home plate umpire doesn't like the level of the ball right now. So another ball. 1 ball and no strikes here. Season Good once again wasting little time. He comes set. Here is the 1-0 pitch. inside. You betcha that one moved its way in the strike zone. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Tell you what, a big week of Mules baseball coming your way next week. We have a lot going on, that's for sure. Here is the 1-1 pitch on the way for Season Good. Back over to first base, not in time. A good tag there by Huffman, or make that by Greenwall, rather. Huffman playing right field in this ball game. Got a chance to hang out almost with the entire team here during the games. And let me tell you, this baseball team, such a good group to be around. Here is the pitch up high. Dobbs going back to first base, not in time. It is a 2-1 count now. They've got the scoreboard showing 1-2, but I believe it's a 2-1 count, not a 1-2 count. I think it's 2 balls and 1 strike here. That ball was way high, so now Season Good comes set. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. Here is the 1-2 pitch on the way from Season Good. There's a fly ball. This one may get down. It will. It finds the gap. 1 run's going to come in to score. It'll be a double, and they round at third, and Cooper will come in to score. It is a 1-out double, and Cooper winds up and scores from first base. It is now a 3-1 ball game. 1 down here in the inning, so a 3-1 ball game. That was a hard hit ball.
Number 24, Tate Sims.
So Sims coming up to the plate now for the Zizzers. He popped out to center field his first time. So now Roberts will lead away from first base, or make that second base rather. It is a 3-1 score. This one has popped up. This one going out to center field and right field, and Huffman cannot make the catch. And the runner is going to go home. It was a long throw in. The throw is no good. It is back-to-back doubles. We knew that this part of the lineup can score back-to-back doubles. Still 1 down in the inning. So 3-2 now is the score. The Zizzers are making their comeback, and Nelson Hoover now coming up to the plate. He also popped out to center field as well. In the first inning, those 3 guys, Robert, Sims, and Hoover, all went to center field on their route. There's a fly ball. This one to right field. Huffman this time goes back to make the catch, and the runner will tag from second. He will advance to third base on the out. 2 down, and now a runner on third base. So now Rylan Kinslow, he singled his first time. 2 down here in the inning. The tying run standing there on third base. Season Good now comes set. Here's the first pitch, and did he hold up? They're going to appeal. No, he did not hold up. It is a strike 1 call. No balls and a strike here. 3-2, the West Plains Zizzers. They have the lead, or I should say down by 1. Oh, this one got him. Another hit by pitch rather. And now runners are on the corners here in the third inning.
Now batting number 33, Riley Summers.
So now Summers now coming up to the plate now. Summers he was hit by a pitch as well back in his last time up. So now the Mules now still up by a run. Inside, pitch taken for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. So 1 ball and no strikes here. Here is the next pitch in, called a ball, 2 balls and no strikes. So the umpire says it's a low pitch. Heard that one clear as day up here in the booth. 2-0 the count. here Season Good now has runners on second and third base, or make that first and third rather. Good pitch that time. Couldn't hold up. It's 2 balls and a strike. Two balls and 1 strike here. Runner takes off, and they're going to say the ball was in there. Was it a strike? No, well, I don't know yet. They didn't see the call. 3 balls and 1 strike. They called that one a ball. 3-1 the count now. Three and 1 the count. And this one lost him, and now the bases are loaded here. So all of a sudden, still 2 down in the inning, but now the bases are loaded, and coming up to the plate now is Hunter Williams, who struck out looking his first time. 3-2 the score. Bases are loaded now. So now Season Good comes set, trying to forget about the runners on the base paths. He takes ball 1 up high. 1 ball, no strikes here. Mules got off to a 3-0 lead, and now the West Plains Zizzers have stormed back, and now they've got them loaded here in the top of inning number 3. Up high again, ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Nowhere to put him. 2-0 the count. Coming up on 6:30 here this evening. Season Good comes set. And here is the 2-0 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Way to come back on that pitch. 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike here. Several of the Van Buren players are still here. I believe most of the team is here watching this ball game here. They went toe-to-toe with West Plains earlier, losing by a walk-off hit. Swing and a miss. Count is even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And now Season Good, 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. Waiting on deck. Here is the 2-2 pitch on the way. This one fouled away to the screen. Will do it again. I believe we're going to have a pinch hitter now coming up to the plate next. It'll be Trey Miller, as he is going to bat here next. Here is the pitch, and just misses downstairs. 3 balls and 2 strikes. I can hear the anxious crowd on the Mule side down that third base line. Stephanie Dew Patterson tuning in. Glad to have you alongside. Bases are loaded. 2 down. It is a Mules lead by a run. Here is the payoff pitch. Runners are on the move. Swing and a miss. And the Mules get out of the inning, giving up just the 2 runs. 2 runs on 2 hits, and they leave them loaded. We go to the bottom of the inning. Greenwald, Dobbs, and Huffman all due up in 60 seconds on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers is a 3rd-generation family-owned jewelry and repair store who have served the Poplar Bluff community for over 60 years.
Our family has always worked hard to provide the finest jewelry creations and service imaginable.
So a season good. It gets out of that inning and giving up just the 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors. They leave them loaded. And now we are coming up now on the top, or make that bottom of inning number 3. We do owe you a legal ID. Let's take it now on the radio. You're listening and watching Mules Baseball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. Doing that for the radio as we get ready for the 6:30 time frame as Greenwald comes up to the plate. It is at 6:30. I'm Frankie Castillo. Greenwald up to the plate now. He takes ball 1 outside. 1 ball and no strikes here as Hunter Roberts back on the mound for the West Plains Zizzers. And right now, his team has new life as they are down just a run. It's now 2 balls and no strikes here. Greenwald, a very dangerous hitter for the Mules. He has come in here the last few ball games, and he has been, there's a ground ball. This one right back to the pitcher. Roberts flips it over to Summers, and there is your first out of the inning. 1 up and 1 down here in the bottom of inning number 3. So now Bryce Dobbs coming up to the plate now for the Mules. 1 away. Dobbs walked his first time. Drew Cooper came in to run for him, and he ended up scoring as well back in that first inning. It was part of that 3-run inning by the Mules. Takes ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes here. To Bruce Dobbs, as they call him. 1 ball and no strikes here. Here is the pitch. There's a ground ball hit sharply to Miller. Miller over to first base in time. And there is quickly 2 down here in the home half of inning number 3. So 2 down, and Cade Huffman, who doubled his first time, he also would score a run as well. So in the first inning, Hunter Roberts, meanwhile, pitched 17 pitches through 13 last inning. He's only through 5 so far in this inning, and so far every batter he has led off this inning with a walk. Every batter he has faced in the opening count has ended up being a 1-0 count. This one is a 2-0 count, and we'll see what Cade Huffman can do with nobody on. 2 down. Tabanera awaiting on deck. He got a 2 RBI base hit. He got the damage done mostly in that first inning. Get down and the base hit. What a try by Peyton Cooper at shortstop. He tried to haul that one in, and it'll be a base hit there by Cade Huffman. A 2-out hit as Huffman is now 2 out of 2 on the afternoon. Tabanera coming up to the plate now for the Mules. Poplar Bluff now with a runner on first base. They've got 2 down here in the inning, and now we'll see what Tabanera can do with nobody, or 2 outs and a runner on first base. A throw back to first is not in time. So now the Mules here with a runner on first base. Good pitch there. Once again, Tabanera starts out the count with a 1 ball and no strike count. Mules had a great start to this ball game, but man, you got to give your credit to West Plains. They are ranked for a reason. They do not give up. Strike is called. Good pitch that time by Roberts. Way to come back on that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. It'll be 8, 9, and 1 all due up for the Zizzers coming up in the bottom, or make that top of inning number 4. They throw back once again to first base, not in time. So now Roberts comes set. Here is the 1-1 pitch on the way with Huffman leading away. There's a fly ball by Tabanera. This one gets hung up in left field, and Tunema is able to make the catch. Boy, Tabanera gave that one a ride. So no damage done. A runner left on first base. We go to the top of inning number 4. Miller, Tuma, and Cooper all due up. And the Mules lead by a run on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Breathe easier and extend the life of your HVAC system, plus fewer repair bills with Air Solutions Comprehensive Maintenance Plan. You'll save money and get the peace of mind that only comes from calling Air Solutions. 785-1500.
Maverick Glass offers repair of automotive, commercial, and residential glass, including mobile repair services. From a chipped windshield to a custom glass shower, remember Maverick Glass. Thank you for making Maverick Glass the area's leading glass company for more than 30 years.
Here's a quick and easy test to see if you need new tires. Insert a penny upside down, and if you see the top of Honest Abe's head, your tread is too low. If you don't, you're good to go. So when it's time for new tires, remember Christian Automotive and Tire, keeping you safe on the road.
So coming up now to the plate now, it'll be Miller, as Miller now stands in, getting his first at bat here in the ball game. Here is the first pitch by Season Good in there for a called ball. It was an inside pitch. It is 1 ball and no strikes here as the 9-hitter awaits on deck. That is Ethan Tuma, who made a good play in left field a moment ago. And good pitch there by Season Good. 1 ball and 1 strike. Mules now still lead by a run here in the top of inning number 4. It's a 1-3-2 score. Swing and a miss, and now Season Good ahead here in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It is just after 6:30, 6:35. He's Tim Hicks. I'm Frankie Castile. And got him on the outside, part of the plate. 1 down here in the top of inning number 4. And now Ethan Tuma coming up to the plate now.
Now batting, number 19, Ethan Tuma.
Hey, a former player tuning in this afternoon. Axton Eisenbeis is tuning in. Glad to see that he is with us right now on social media. 1 ball and no strikes here. 1 away. There's a ground ball hit sharply. This one gets in for a base hit. Tying run is now standing on first base as Tuma gets aboard. And now we are back to the top of the lineup now. Coming up to the plate, Peyton Cooper. He has walked 2 times and he has scored as well back in the 3rd. He has been on base each time he has batted here in the ballgame. Awaiting on deck the pitcher, Hunter Roberts. Tying run on first base, 1 down here in the inning. Season Good comes set. Here is the pitch. It is up high for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. So 1-0 the count here. Want to say thank you again to the Mules Baseball Booster Club for doing the barbecue today. Boy, it was amazing. Back over to first base, not in time. They did hamburgers and hot dogs. I know a guy that provided Tim and I with a awesome steak. It was one of the best ones I've ever had. Sorry, Kent. I know he didn't get his. I took his. My bad. But it was awesome. Here is the pitch. This one's a fly ball. This one out in center field. Hall's got to come in to make the catch, and he does. Boy, every time the ball is hit the center field, it's like he's always got a great chance of making that catch. 2 down here in the inning. And now Hunter Roberts coming up to the plate now with 2 down here in the 4th inning.
Number 7, Hunter Roberts.
A big shout out to Nate Dobbs for firing up the grill this morning or earlier today, walking up Tim and I's steak during that first game. We appreciate him so much. And to the other baseball boosters as well. This one's popped up in right field. This one's going to fall in, just foul ball. It was a long foul ball. No balls and 1 strike here. 2 down in the inning. So Hunter Roberts trying to tie the ball game. He would have on that one had that one been fair. Tuma got a great jump over there at first base, and he was liable to score. Roberts here, an RBI double his last time. He put one out there in the gap. Here is the pitch on the way. Oh, this one gets him in the back. And runners now on first and second base. Third hit by pitch of the ball game.
Now batting number 24, Tank Sims.
So now Sims coming up to the plate now. Sims an RBI base hit back in the third, and now the runner standing on second base. The tying run is on second base here. Tank Sims, the lefty, stepping up to the plate to take on Rylan Seasongood. Here is the first pitch inside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Sims is 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Popped out to center field his first time. And then an RBI base hit last inning. Sims, a senior, the catcher for the Zizzers. Runners on first and second base. Inside pitch again, a ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Awaiting on deck is Nelson Hoover. He is 0 for 2 in the ball game. Big crowd tuning in this afternoon on the radio, also Facebook and YouTube, to watch here the finale of the doubleheader between the Mules and West Plains. This one ripped to the screen. It is a foul ball, 2 balls and 1 strike. Coming up on Friday of this week, Mules have their only home golf matchup on Friday. We'll give you more details on that coming up throughout the week. So hopefully you'll be able to attend and check out Mules Golf coming up on Friday, their only home match or matchup of the season right here in Poplar Bluff. Here is the 2-1 pitch. There's a ground ball, a chopper right to the first base. It'll be a bang bang. Greenwald wins the race. And that is how the inning will come to a close. The Zizzers leave 2 runners on, 1 in scoring position. No runs on 1 hit. Spain, Bratcher, Seasongood all due up. Mules lead by a run on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Caring for those you love also means taking good care of yourself. At Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, our healthcare providers take the time to identify your health risks and help you prioritize good health. Regular checkups and age-appropriate screenings are important to be healthy now and stay well in the future. With same or next day appointments and online scheduling, we make it easy to make an appointment right now. You can even see us from the comfort of your own home via telehealth. Put your health first today by making an appointment by visiting pbrmc.com and searching online scheduling.
All right, so we are back here. It is still a 3-2 score. Pretty good ball game that we are watching here. You Betcha River Creek Farms watching us on YouTube. You Betcha. Glad to have you guys alongside. Cindy Robertson is tuning in. She says, let's go Mules. It is 6:42. Well, I guess we should say to you, have a great night. We'll see you on Tuesday. We're out of here, Tim. No, I'm kidding around. We wouldn't do that. Pretty funny, though. So the Mules now coming up to the plate now. It'll be Spain, Bratcher, and Seasongood. We'll see what the Mules can do. It is a 1-run game. Tell you what, West Plains, they are the real deal coming into this ball game. They lead, or I should say trail 3-2. Mules now coming up. Noah Spain has struck out back in the first inning. Would love to get things going here in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch. Called a strike on the outside part of the plate. No balls and 1 strike here to the Mules at third baseman Noah Spain. Ooh, good pitch again. This one quickly, no balls and 2 strikes here. 0-2 the count as Spain winds and digs in. Swing and a miss and 1 down here in the inning. So Spain has struck out twice here in the game. That is his second one. Coming up to the plate now, Dylan Bratcher. A line out to Cooper his first time. Could have been a base hit. He was robbed of a base hit. Let me put it to you that way. Cooper did a great job at shortstop. This one gets away from Sims. A 1 ball, no strikes here. 1 ball and no strikes. We're going to tell you what, it's been a long day. We had the whole baseball team in here during the break. There's a ground ball hit sharply to Williams. Williams on the throw. Got him at first base. 2 up and 2 down here in the inning. So quickly 2 down, and Rylan Seasongood now comes up. He struck out his first time back in the second. Seasongood coming up to the plate now. Seasongood, we'll see what he's able to do with nobody on. 2 down, takes the first pitch outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. This game is moving right along, coming up on the hour mark now. We're already in the bottom of inning number 4. Ball 2 taken outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Coming up in the top of inning number 5, it'll be 4, 5, and 6. Hoover to lead off for West Plains. Downstairs, ball 3 now. And now if they get him on, if Seasongood is on, that means Cameron Settle is going to bat here in this inning. Pitch is called a strike, and Seasongood was about to walk down to first base. 3 balls and 1 strike here to the 8-hitter in the lineup. This one is fouled away. It is 3 balls and 2 strikes. We've got an update for you from Jordan Penn, and we talked about this earlier on. The Junior High Invitational Tournament. The Junior High boys defeat Dexter 8-3. There's a fly ball. This one out to right field. Get out, baby, get down. It is a double as Seasongood with a 2-out hit. Oh, he's going to not stop. He is going to third. The relay. Save. Oh, my goodness. They called him out. Oh, my goodness. They called him out. Oh, my goodness. The umpires called him out. I called him safe. Oh, baby, what a play by Cooper, nevertheless. But I'm telling you, from up here, it looked like he was safe, but I am so far away. That'll be the end of the inning. It'll be a double and then thrown out at third. Don't go anywhere. We're coming back in 1 minute on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
You're in the zone with Baldwin Toyota. Today's spotlight is a 2023 Toyota RAV4. Grab your teammates for the ultimate ride. The 2023 Toyota RAV4 offers a spacious interior and configurable cargo space. Now you can carry all your gear for the big game.
That's right. And with the RAV4's all-wheel drive technology, you can effortlessly tackle any terrain.
Get in the game and visit Baldwin Toyota and experience the 2023 Toyota RAV4 for yourself. And now back to Mules action.
These home selling tips will help you maximize your profit. New countertops can be a game changer. A fresh coat of paint can yield a return as large as 400% on your investment. A well-maintained yard, new mulch, and even a new door can add curb appeal. Declutter and make your home feel tidy, larger, and inviting, and it costs nothing. Call me, Amy McLean at PV Realty West Branch, and let's get started today in boosting your home's value.
Well, we are all still reeling from that last call, and the Mules now for Seasongood. He's got to put that behind him. He'll get credit for the double, but he's got to put that out behind him and come out and just play your inning, Seasongood. And let's get out of this inning as soon as we can to get the bats back up. It'll be Settle, Hall, and Greenwald due up in the home half of inning number 5. Here where we are, 4, 5, and 6 are due up. Nelson Hoover, Rylan Kinslow, and Riley Summers all due up here for the Zizzers out of West Plains. Woo! Here we go, top of inning number 5 now. And now we'll see what Season Good. The winds have really died down from earlier today. The winds, not much of an issue, at least where we are. Good pitch there by Season Good. No balls and 1 strike. Now, Greg Gerberto sums it up on the video chat. I would tell you what he said, but I would go to the video chat to find out if he can. He sums it up, though, in 2 words. I'll give him that. No balls and 1 strike outside. Pitch count is even now. 1 ball and 1 strike. Boy, Season Good did a great job of pulling that ball down the right field line. A big gap, had the double. Thought he could stretch that into a 3-bagger there. Thrown out at third base by Cooper at short. Here is the 1-1 pitch. Oh, good pitch. You betcha. A lot of movement inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Season Good trying to forget about last inning and work on Nelson Hoover, who is 0 for 2, who has popped out to center and right field. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. 3-2 is your ball game. And just outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. It is a 3-2 ball game. Mules lead by a run. All 3 of their runs that came back in the first inning. Here is the 2-2 pitch on the way. And got him on the inside part of the plate. Good pitch indeed. 1 down here in the inning. So Hoover is down on strikes. 1 down here in the inning. 6 strikeouts here by Season Good. Rylan Kinslow comes up to the plate. He is 1 for 1. He is singled back in the second, also stole a base and hit by a pitch back in the third. Season Good now comes set. Here is the first offering on the way. In there for a called strike. Yes, sir. No balls and 1 strike. No balls and a strike here. I didn't tell you this, Tim, but I think Kent Keith, our athletic director, told us that when the game is over, you and I were going to load up, and he's taking us out for ice cream on him. There's a fly ball. This one is center field. It gets in for a base hit. So now a 1-out hit and a runner on first base now for Kinslow, who has been on base all 3 times so far in this ball game. Tie and run, standing on first base. What was that, Kent? Oh, yeah, we'll get Gary Simmons involved. You betcha. Call Gary and tell him the bus is on the way. Coming up to the plate now is Riley Summers. He has been hit by a pitch and walked. Runner on first base now. Kinslow, first pitch is inside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. I was noticing how Summers is standing at the plate, kind of crowding, getting closer and closer to the home plate. His foot is nearly on the line, crowding it inside the box. 1-0 pitch, a swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike here. A runner on first base here. It is Kinslow. Got a base hit to center field. He is standing there with 1 down here in the top of inning number 5. Mules will have 9-1 and 2 due up in the home half. Inside pitch is called a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. The Mules right now with a 1-run lead. Our ball game is presented by First Midwest Bank, Kevin's Auto Repair, PB Realty Legacy Farm and Land Specialist, Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, and by Russians Towing. Here is the 2-1 pitch on the way from Season Good. Just misses inside. I tell you what, Dobbs did a great job of framing that pitch. 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1 the count now. Runner on first base with 1 down. Summers will make that. Williams on deck here for the Zizzers. Here is your 3-1 pitch. Did he hold up? No, he did not. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Summers looked back at the umpire and said, really? He thought he held up, but a called strike. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. It's a payoff pitch. We'll see what Kinslow does on first base. He's got a much bigger lead over there at first base. We'll see if he takes off on the 3-2 pitch. Here is the pitch. He stays put, and a swing and a miss. 2 down in the inning. Boy, a big punch out there with 2 down. First time this game that Summers has been retired. Second strikeout of the inning now for Season Good. 7 here in the ball game. Hunter Williams now coming up. He is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. He struck out in the second and in the third. Runner on first base, Kinslow now with a good lead. First pitch up high for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Boy, if the Mules can get fortunate and get out of this inning, you would think the momentum would be on the Mules side coming up in the home half of inning number 5 with 9, 1, and 2 all due up. Here is the pitch. Runner takes off. Dobbs throws, and he is safe. 2 balls and no strikes as Kinslow swipes second base. It is 2 balls and no strikes now. Runner on second base, still 2 down. It is a 3-2 ball game. The Mules here lead it by 1. Already 1 win earlier today against Van Buren, 10-1. They are in the fight here. It is now a 3 balls and no strikes count. First base is open. Williams has struck out twice so far here today in this ball game. Awaiting on deck is Miller. Miller struck out his first time up as well. Here is the pitch on the way by Season Good. There he goes, swing and a miss. 3 balls and a strike. He had the green light there to swing away. Williams is 0 for 2. Runner now in scoring position. Mules have won 13 games on the year, and the West Plains Zizzers, they have won 16 this year. And this one, well, ball 4. And now the Zizzers have runners on first and second base now. 2 down in the inning. And now Trey Miller coming up to the plate. Struck out his last time. Jackson Beast now is in the bullpen area for the Mules, getting things warmed up. We'll see how long they stay with Season Good here in the 5th. There's a ground ball hit sharply to Tanchavez over to second base in time. What a play by the Mules. It'll be a fielder's choice, and the side is retired. No runs on 1 hit, 1 left on base. We go to the bottom of the inning. It'll be 9, 1, and 2 due up. Mules still lead by a run on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Attention all baseball fans. Are you looking for a winning insurance plan? Look no further than First Choice Insurance, your MVP for all things coverage. Just like a solid defense, our policies protect you when life throws unexpected curveballs. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, we've got you covered. Swing for the fences with First Choice Insurance and hit a home run for peace of mind. Visit us today or call our team for a Grand Slam insurance experience. First Choice Insurance, where protection meets perfection.
Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers is a 3rd-generation family-owned jewelry and repair store who have served the Poplar Bluff community for over 60 years.
Our family has always worked hard to provide the finest jewelry creations and service imaginable.
Patriot Auto Glass offers chip repair or glass replacement. They provide fast quality service done by experienced technicians. Ask about our veteran and first responder discounts. Call Patriot Auto Glass today at 573-840-5027. And remember, Patriot Auto Glass will come to you.
Oh, don't change that radio dial, or don't change your TV as well. We've got ourselves a ball game brewing. It is a 3-2 score right now, with the Mules coming to the plate now, up by 1. Tell you what, Season Good has really turned the tide here in this one. For the Mules, we're going to have a pinch hitter coming up now for the Mules. It'll be Kyle Kirby. Kirby is looking for his first hit of the season. He will bat in the 9-hole for Cameron Settle. Here is the first pitch, and taken for a strike on the outside part of the plate. No balls and 1 strike here to Kyle Kirby, who is batting here in a pinch hit scenario. Takes ball 1 outside. Count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Boy, the Mules would love to get Kirby on base here with nobody out. Roberts wasting no time. Here's the pitch, and this one just misses downstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike. 3-2 the score. Congratulations to the junior high team knocking off Dexter in the invitational tournament. That one at McLean Park in Poplar Bluff. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Beat Dexter 8-3 this afternoon. They'll play Dexter again on Monday in Dexter. Swing and a miss, and 1 down here in the inning. Good pitch by Hunter. And now there is 1 away. We are back to the top of the lineup. And now Dylan Hall is 0 for 2 so far today. He has grounded out and lined out to third base. We'll see if he's able to get a base hit here with 1 down. Here is the first pitch on the way. Outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Uh-oh. I made a mistake apparently by saying that the Mules already beat Dexter. My buddy Steve Edwards sends me a text. He says, I fired the Bearcats up now. Challenge accepted. 2 balls and no strikes here. It's good to see Coach Edwards here at the ball field today, no doubt. Inside, a pitch called a ball. 3 balls and no strikes. 3-0 the count now. Dylan Hall trying to reach base here with 1 down. Here is a 3-0 pitch. Called strike right down at Grand Central Avenue. 3 balls and 1 strike. As the Mules now, Jackson Beeson, the bullpen, warming up for the Mules. And the Mules have a 1-out walk. So now Dylan Hall comes, or I should say he is on at first base now. Kobe Greenwald comes up to the plate. So now very interesting. The question becomes now, to when do you send Dylan Hall? That is the question. You look at the numbers here this season. Hall, he's got 10 stolen bases on 12 opportunities. Back to first base, not in time. 83% rate by Dylan Hall. 10 stolen bases, and that is a big insurance run right there on first base. Here is the pitch on the way by Roberts. Downstairs for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Greenwald singled and scored back in the first. Grounded back to Roberts back in the third. He is 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Greenwald at the plate now. Hall at first base. Pitch is called a strike on the outside. A part of the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike here. Greenwald at the plate. 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Dylan Hall, we'll see what he does. He's got a good lead around first base now. Believe me, Roberts knows the speed of Dylan Hall. Here is the pitch. There's the fly ball. This one hangs up in right field. Hover goes over to make the catch. So 2 down here in the inning, and just like that, it is up to Bruce Dobbs. So Dobbs coming up to the plate now. That one goes F9. So Bryce Dobbs coming up. His teammates call him Bruce, and so do I. 2 down here in the inning, and now Hall with a little bit bigger lead there at first base. Up high is the first pitch. It's 1 ball and no strikes. So Dobbs here on the game, he has walked and scored, and he's grounded out to second base back in the third. Mules lead by a run. Coming up in the 6th inning at 9, 1 and 2, all due up here. Back over to first base is not in time. Jackson Beese, we'll see if he comes in to pitch the 6th inning or not. Mules lead by a run. Here is the pitch. Oh, we're going to have Hall in a rundown. Hall now in the rundown, slides in. Oh my goodness, they call him out. He slid in, and it looked like he beat the tag, and Coach Mathis is like, you got to be kidding me. Wow. So Hall is going to end up being picked off. Out at first base is the call, and that is how the inning will come to a close. It looks like Jackson Beese is still going to stay in the bullpen. Dylan Bratcher slaps hands with Season Good. We'll step away for 30 seconds. We'll come right back. It'll be on the mound, Season Good, to begin the game here in the 3rd, or make that in the 6th. It'll be 9, 1 and 2, due up for the Zizzers coming up. You're watching and listening to Mules Baseball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Imagine playing sports, reading, or driving without needing contact lenses or glasses? The eye LASIK procedure at Eye Care Specialists could be the answer to help you improve your vision. Call Eye Care Specialists to schedule a free screening.
Kevin's Auto and Tire is now a certified dealer for Bridgestone and Firestone tires. Kevin's Auto is also a full-service garage from brakes and oil changes to electrical and AC. Don't forget they also offer custom muffler work. It's Kevin's Auto and Tire, located on Cravens Road in Poplar Bluff.
All right, so here we go now. We have made our way to the 6th inning, and it is 9-1-2, all due up here. It'll be Ethan Tuma, Peyton Cooper, and Hunter Roberts all due up here for the Zizzers here in the top of inning number 6 with the Mules leading by a run. It is a 3-2 ball game. Very good game has formed today. Let's look at the numbers. Mules got 3 runs in the first inning, and that's it so far. 3 runs on 5 hits. You look at West Plains, they added 2 runs in the third inning, and that's it so far. They've got 2 runs on 5 hits, a couple of errors, and now Ethan Tuma coming up. He singled his last time. He's also struck out looking as well. He is up to the plate now. Here in the 6th inning, Jackson Beese is warming up. Matt Lewis is letting us know what he thinks about that last call there at first base. And Matt, I don't want to say it on live air, but I agree with you, my friend. No balls and 1 strike here. Season good. It works from the stretch. And, oh, yes, sir. Strike 2 is called on the delay there by the home plate umpire. So Beast getting loose in the bullpen. Mules lead by a run. 3-2 is your score. Top of the lineup is due up following this at bat by Tuma. Outside pitch called a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 the count. As the Mules lead by a run here against state-ranked West Plains, a very good ball team, let me tell you. There's fouled away. There's an inside pitch, and he turned on it. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Season good, about to throw pitch number 90 here in the ball game. So we got about maybe 16 pitches left for Season good to throw here in this ball game before Jackson Beast will come in for sure. Here is the 1-2 pitch. This one fouled away behind us. I know it's not my car because I parked way in the back 40. When he wasn't looking, I moved Coach Kent Keith's car up here to the very front of the line. Thought it'd be kind of funny. Here is the 1-2 pitch on the way by Season good. Love giving Kent Keith a hard time, but let me tell you, time is called. I don't think many people work quite as hard as he does with our Mules athletic programs. He's everywhere, no doubt. Here is your 1-2 pitch on the way from Season good. And a strike 3 called. A big punch out there. Back to the top of the lineup. Season good again with a big strikeout. 1 down here in the inning. 8 strikeouts in the ball game for Ryland Season good. 8 punch outs. 8 punch outs and 4 walks so far today. It is just after 7 o'clock. Thank you so much for tuning in. He's Tim Hicks. I'm Frankie Castillo live in Poplar Bluff. 1 ball, no strikes now. Pitch number 93 coming up for Ryland Season good. 5 1/3 innings so far. He has given up a couple of runs in the ball game. Up high for a ball, 2 balls and no strikes. Tell you what, Season good, all in all, take away the walks and the hit by pitches. He has had a pretty good outing here today. 8 strikeouts in 5 1/3. Season good. Come set. Here is the 2-0 pitch. Outside, ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. I would say that Season good is facing his last batter because the warm-up pitches are starting to wind down in the bullpen. And that tells me that Jackson Beast is pretty close to being ready to go. Inside, called a strike, 3 balls and 1 strike. I would love to see Season Good get this at bat here and make it 2 down with Roberts coming up. Be interesting to see what Patillo does. There's a ground ball. We may have a chance here. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count now. Coach Sharp standing on third base for the Zizzers. Down a run, his 6th season as the coach at West Plains. Here is the 3-2 pitch on the way from Season Good. Outside, lost him, and the tying run is on first base with 1 down. And let's see what we're going to have here as Cooper trots down to first base.
Now batting number 7, Hunter Roberts.
Hunter Roberts now. He has been hit by a pitch. He has doubled, and he's popped out to center field. So Ryland Season Good about to throw pitch number 98 here in the ball game. Runner on first base, it is Cooper. He's got a big lead. He represents the tying run. Outside, back over to first base is not in time. Boy, a bang play there at first. First pitch is called a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. They don't want to test Dobbs. Dobbs has got a cannon on him for sure. 1 ball and no strikes here. Outside, ball 2, 2-0 now the count. Runner on first base. Season Good, pitch number 100 is on the way. Waiting on deck is Tank Sims. He is also singled earlier in the ball game. Good lead by Cooper on first base. It's ball 3, 3 balls and no strikes here. 3-0 on pitch number 100. Dobbs going to settle him down. And we are moments away from Jackson Beast coming in. Dobbs going to call time and talk to his pitcher. Try to get this out before they make a pitching change. When Jackson Beast comes in, it'll be his first opportunity all season. It'll be a save opportunity for the junior when he comes in. Could be a 5-out possible save or maybe even a 4-out possible save. It all depends on the outcome in this at bat. 3 balls and no strikes. And it's ball 4. Runners now on first and second base. And that's going to be all for Season Good. It looks like back-to-back walks here with 1 down. And Coach Patillo coming out to talk to Season Good. He has thrown 101 pitches so far tonight, 16 in this inning. And we shall see what Patillo wants to do here. I would assume he's going to take the ball from Season Good. Right now it's a mound visit. He's looking back at Jackson Beast to see if he's ready. Waiting for the signal by Patillo to see if we're going to go to break or not. He's only got 4 more pitches that they can actually throw here on this this inning. And now Patillo taking his time talking to Season Good. He has pitched 5 1/3 innings here this afternoon. Season Good. So they're content to let Season Good finish this thing out. He's at pitch 102 now. He's got 4 more to go. And the Mules think they can get this out. Tank Sims, he is 1 for 3 in the ball game. Tank Sims, he has popped out, he has singled, or make that, he has doubled rather, and he has grounded out to first base. So now Sims coming up to the plate now. It is 2 on, 1 down, the lefty versus the righty. Here is the pitch on the way. Good pitch there by Season Good. It is no balls and 1 strike here. No balls and a strike. West Plains threatening here in the 6th now with 2 on and 1 down. Hover awaiting on deck. Here is the pitch outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 the count here. Mules lead by a run here in the top of inning number 6. Here is the pitch on the way by Season Good. It's a 1-1 count. Season Good checks back the runner at second base outside. 2 balls and 1 strike now. 2-1 the count now for Season Good. Tank Sims 1 out of 3 on the afternoon. He has doubled with an RBI. The tying run standing on second. Go-ahead runner on first. Here is your 2-1 pitch on the way for Season Good. Long look back at second. Here you go. And outside, it is a 3-1 count now. 3 balls and 1 strike. So 3-1 the count. Here is the pitch on the way. This one is fouled away. It's now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count. So 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Here is the pitch on the way from Season Good. He fouls it away. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Season Good, they are content with letting him get this out. They are content with letting him get this out. He will not be able to start a new batter. This is his final at batter here in the ball game. 1 down, runners on first and second. 3-2 count. Here is the next offering up high, and now the bases are loaded with only 1 down in the inning, and that's going to be all for Season Good. Runner on every base. We'll step away for 90 seconds. We'll come right back. Bases are loaded, and we're going to see Jackson Beast coming in on the pitcher's mound for the Mules. When we come back, you're watching and listening to Mules Baseball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Here's a quick and easy test to see if you need new tires. Insert a penny upside down, and if you see the top of Honest Abe's head, your tread is too low. If you don't, you're good to go. So when it's time for new tires, remember, Christian Automotive and Tire, keeping you safe on the road.
Maverick Glass offers repair of automotive, commercial, and residential glass, including mobile repair services. From a chipped windshield to a custom glass shower, remember Maverick Glass. Thank you for making Maverick Glass the area's leading glass company for more than 30 years.
Breathe easier and extend the life of your HVAC system, plus fewer repair bills with Air
All right,
Solutions
so Season Good, his afternoon or evening comes to a close, and now they're bringing in the reliever, and that'll be Jackson Beast here in this ball game. Let's take a look now at the numbers by Jackson Beast as he comes in to the ball game. He is making his 6th appearance overall. He has pitched 9 1/3 innings so far this season. Beasts on the mound. He has given up 10 hits, 11 runs, 5 have been earned. He has walked 6, struck out 12. His earned run average is 3.750. Even though Season Good's afternoon comes to an end, he is responsible for runners on first, second, and third base. Bases are loaded, only 1 down here in the inning. Coming up next, it'll be to the plate. It is Nelson Hoover, who is 0 for 3 in the ballgame so far. Mules would love a double play ball here, but we'll have to wait and see what happens here for the Mules. If they are lucky to get that double play ball, we shall see coming up here, as Jackson Beast now is finishing up his warm-up tosses, and we're going to see him take the mound, making his 6th appearance overall this season. Well, I tell you what, we have been treated to a really good ball game here this afternoon. We started about an hour and change late in this matchup. As the game before ours, it went into extra innings. So as we see Dobbs now walking back to a home plate, that means that Jackson Beast now is about to throw his first pitch of the ball game. And what an area, what an inning to come into. Bases are loaded with only one down, and the Mules lead by a run. So now Jackson Beast now comes set, about to throw his first pitch, and the first one is inside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes now, as the Mules now trying to find their rhythm right now as they are up by a run. 1 ball and no strikes here, 1 away here in the top of inning number 6. Here is the pitch downstairs, good backhand by Dobbs. It is 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 the count now. Mules here trying to get out of this inning with limited damage. Mules do have a 1-run lead right now, but that run lead is in jeopardy. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there by Jackson Beast. It is 2 balls and 1 strike here. Beast just coming into the ball game here. Runners on every base. Cooper standing at third. Roberts at second. Sims at first. Here is the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and it's a 2-2 count now. Big swing by Nelson Hoover. He was trying to take that one into the outfield. Settle back out there in left field, by the way. It is a 2-2 count. Outside pitch, and now it is a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes here. 3-2 the count. Tying run, standing on third. Still 1 down in the inning. Big pitch coming here by the junior, Jackson Beast. Swing and a miss. Got him, and there's 2 down in the inning. Holy smokes, what a pitch. Rylan Kinslow coming up to the plate. Boy, this young man, he has been on base every time he has been at the plate. He is 2 out of 2. 2 base hits and hit by a pitch. So now the outfield, the infield moves back a little bit, and now don't want to say that Beast can breathe a little bit, but he breathes a little bit of relief there. This one fouls it away, no balls and 1 strike. No balls and 1 strike here. What a great day for high school baseball. We have had a lot of fun here today for sure. Long day, but it's been a great day. It's been a great day. So now Beast comes set. Here's the 0-1. Oh, just missed a little bit low. 1 ball and 1 strike here. Count is even at 1 apiece. Wind blowing out toward left field. Not nearly as strong as it was earlier today. It's really calmed down considerably. We are still at 78 degrees right now, by the way. Very warm afternoon or evening. Oh, it goes off the pitcher's glove of Jackson Beast, and we are tied at 3. It'll be an infield base hit, and we are tied at 3.
Now batting number 33, Riley Summers.
So now we are tied at 3 apiece now. So, season good. Still in line for the loss here. He will be charged that run. It is now no longer save opportunity for Jackson Beast. Strike 1 is called. We are tied at 3. 3-3 the score now. We are in the top of inning number 6. Dobbs will lead us off in the bottom half of the inning. Dobbs, Huffman, Tabanera. Mules just got to get out of this inning. This one hits him. And now the West Plain Scissors now lead by a run. So now it is a 4-3 ball game. So 4-3 now. Bases are still loaded. Four to three now as the Mules trail by a run. Hunter Williams coming up to the plate now. Williams has walked and struck out twice. Mules have got to get out of this inning. In there for a called strike. No balls and one strike here. No balls and one strike here. Big crowd watching us right now. If you haven't done so, please consider sharing the video feed. We want to make sure that we reach as many people as possible. Big crowd watching. West Plains, a state-ranked team, swing and a miss. No balls and two strikes. Taking on the Poplar Bluff Mules. Mules are now down a run. Still 6 outs to go for the Mules. A lot of baseball left. Mules down, or I should say West Plains rather, down to their final strike here at the at-bat. Mules trying to get out of the inning. This one fouled away. We'll do it again. Still no balls and two strikes. Mules now down 4-3. 2 runs have came in. A base hit back up the middle as Beast tried to make a glove on it, and it bounced off the top of his glove, and then he hit Summers. Summers has been hit by a pitch twice in the ballgame. And he could not hold up, and there you go, a call to strike 3, but the damage has been done. All right, we are going to the bottom of the 6th inning, and the Mules right now trail by a run. It is 4-3. We're back in 1 minute on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Breathe easier and extend the life of your HVAC system, plus fewer repair bills with Air Solutions Comprehensive Maintenance Plan. You'll save money and get the peace of mind that only comes from calling Air Solutions. 785-1500.
All right, so here we go now. It is in at the bottom of inning number 6. We're going to lead off with Dobbs again. As remember, back the last inning, Dylan Hall was picked off for that 3rd out now. And now the Mules trail by a run. So now we'll see as the Mules play from behind. First pitch is outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes here as we are underway here in the home half of inning number 6. So now the Mules trying to get something going right back to the pitcher, and Roberts slips over to first base for the out. It goes a 1-3 on the out, 1 away here in the bottom of inning number 6. So now Cade Huffman, boy, he has been lethal on the base paths here today in this ball game. He is 2 out of 2. He has doubled and scored and singled back in the 3rd. Takes this one for a ride. He drops it at second base, but flips it over to first in time. It was a line drive. Two down in the inning. Boy, just like that, 2 quick outs. Two away in the inning. First pitch to Tabanera is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes here. So 1 down here in the inning, or make that 2 downs in the inning. There's a ground ball. This one gets in for a base hit. So now the tying run is standing on first base with 2 down. Tabanera doing his job. Noah Spain comes up to the plate now. Spain is 0 for 2. Boy, the tying run there on first base. Poplar Bluff showing a little bit of life here. David Hadley is tuning in this afternoon here to this ball game. Strike is called at 2. Noah Spain doing fantastic, David. He has started, he's changed careers. That's awesome. Congratulations. Started the academy this week for the Missouri Department of Corrections. That's awesome. Congratulations, David, and good luck to you, my friend. Keep us posted how you are doing with that training. No balls and 1 strike here. Downstairs, another pitch inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Noah Spain represents the go-ahead run. Tying run standing there on first base. Tabanera. It's getting late here at the ballpark here tonight. 1 ball and 1 strike here. There's a fly ball. This one's hanging up too long. Kinslow going back, and he'll make the catch in center field. So the Mules will strand a runner on first base, and we are going to the 7th inning. No runs on 1 hit. It'll be 8, 9, and 1, all due up for the West Plains Scissors. The Mules are down by a run on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Attention all baseball fans. Are you looking for a winning insurance plan? Look no further than First Choice Insurance, your MVP for all things coverage. Just like a solid defense, our policies protect you when life throws unexpected curveballs. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, we've got you covered. Swing for the fences with First Choice Insurance and hit a home run for peace of mind. Visit us today or call our team for a Grand Slam insurance experience. First Choice Insurance, where protection meets perfection.
All right, so we are back with you, and before we go any farther on the radio side, let's go ahead and pause at 10 seconds now for station identification. You're watching and listening to Mules Baseball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. Doing a legal ID on the radio, not going to miss the ounce of the ball game. Stand by. It is 7:31. I'm Frankie Castillo alongside Tim Hicks, and you're tuning in to Mules Baseball here on today's talk, 93.3 FM at 9:30 a.m. KWOC, and we are streaming online, KWOC.com. We're also watching this game live on Facebook and on YouTube. So now coming up here, for the Scissors out of West Plains, you've got Trey Miller, the second baseman, who is batting in place of Ethan Miller. So now here we go now. Jackson Beast comes set. First pitch is popped straight up in the air. Tabanera, who's going to call it off? Tabanera with the catch. 1 pitch and 1 down here in the top of inning number 7. Good job there by the Mules. Great communication there. It goes F4 on the out. So 1 away here in the 7th inning. 1 away as the Mules now trying to get out of this inning, giving up no extra runs. This one is going to be in the center field for a base hit. I spoke too soon on that one. So now quickly a runner on first base now with 1 down here in the inning. They are wasting no time. That one goes into center field. 1 on and 1 down here in the inning. So a base hit here, a one-out base hit. Mules just trying to keep this a one-run game. This one fouled away to the screen. No balls and one strike here. No balls and one strike as we are in the top of inning number 7. Up to the plate now. We are back to the top of the lineup here. It is Peyton Cooper. He has reached base all but one time here today. Here is the pitch on the way from Jackson Beast. A swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. 0-2 the count now. By the way, coming up in the home half of inning number 7, 7, 8, 9, all due up for the Mules. Dylan Bratcher to lead things off for Poplar Bluff. So now Jackson Beast comes set, one down here in the inning. Tuma over on first base. A throwback to first base is not in time. A throwback to first base, not in time, as the Mules right now trying to get out of this inning with no damage and keeping it a one-run ball game. Here is the pitch on the way from Jackson Beast here. Runner takes off, and there's a ground ball. Good stop by Tanchavez, safe at second. Tanchavez kept that ball in front of him. A mental mistake there. I'm not sure if he would have got the runner at first base anyway.
Now batting number 7, Hunter Roberts.
So they'll classify that as a fielder's choice, not a hit. And runners now on first and second base now with one away. And now coming up to the plate is the pitcher, Hunter Roberts. This one he fouls away, out of play, no balls and one strike. No balls and one strike here. So now the Mules here got 2 runners on, and there's one down here in the inning. So now the Jackson Beast looks back at the runner. Oh, this one's going to get down for a hit. It falls right in front of Huffman. It gets behind him. One run's going to come in to score. Here comes number 2. They're going to go to third base. The Mules throw it away. A couple of errors on that play, and now it is a 7-3 ball game. Roberts will come in to score on a different error, 2 errors in the inning. And now it is a 7-3 ball game. 7-3 West Plains. And there's a strike called, and 2 errors on one play cost the Mules a couple of runs. 7-3 now, a swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. No balls and 2 strikes here as the Mules find themselves in a hole. It is 7-3. 3 runs here in the top of the 7th inning. There's a pop fly. This one may get out of play. Spain coming in. It's going to hit the top of the backstop there. No chance of a play there. Still no balls and 2 strikes. No balls and 2 strikes here. 7-3 now, the score outside. Called a ball, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Coming up in the home half of inning number 7, Dylan Bratcher Jackson Beast and Cameron Settle all due up down by 4 runs. And boy, that changes everything. Being down by 4 runs versus 3. This one fouled away, still 1 down here in the inning. You're not kidding, David. It's going to be interesting having West Plains back on the football schedule this season. Can't wait for that. It's been a long time since we have played at West Plains in football. So now 1-2 the count now. And just misses. It is a 2-ball and a 2-strike count. Feel like the air has been just sucked up out of the field here. You can hear a pin drop right now. It was a 4-3 ball game coming into the 7th inning. Some miscues by the Mules have put them in a bind. They are down 7-3. Coming up following this contest, I'm not sure if we're going to have an interview with Coach Patillo or not. Mules down 7-3 now. Beast comes set, still 1 down here in the inning. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Inside for a ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3-2 the count now. Mules down by 4 runs here in the 7th inning, and now another man reaches base here on a walk. So a runner on first base now. Still 1 down in the inning. And now Nelson Hoover coming up to the plate now. So Nelson Hoover comes up to the plate. 1 runner on, 3 runs already in here in the 7th inning. Inside, pitch called a ball, a little bit high as well. You know what, David? Honestly, I don't know. That's a hard one to answer. I like calling all 3 about just the same. I have a lot of fun in each season for their own reason. I would say if I've got to pick one, though, I would say baseball only because it's earlier. Typically, all games are earlier. There's a base hit. This one to right field. So now 2 runners on with 1 down here in the inning. We are in the top of inning number 7. Mules now have already given up 3 runs here in this inning. So 2 on and 1 down here in the inning. There's a ground ball. This one is a base hit. This one could be a double. 1 run comes in, and it'll be a 1-out double. Still 1 down here in the inning. It is now an 8-3 ball game. Riley Summers now coming up to the plate. Summers is 0 for 1. He's been hit by a pitch twice. He has struck out and walked. Still 1 down here in the inning. 1 away, and West Plains has opened up here in this ball game. This one fouled away, no balls and a 1 strike here. So Summers up to the plate now. Yes, they are, Mr. Hadley. They are definitely opening up here. The floodgates indeed. Mules took a 1-run game into the majority of this one. And credit West Plains for coming back here. This one fouled away. It is no balls and 2 strikes. No balls and 2 strikes here. We are in the top of inning number 7. It is now an 8-3 ball game. Rather warm here at the ball field. Strike 3 is called. 2 down here in the inning. 2 away. And now Hunter Williams, the third baseman. Nope, we're going to get a pinch hitter to come in. We will for Mr. Williams. It'll be Landon Montgomery. He will pinch hit now in this situation with 2 runners in scoring position. Mules led the majority of the game 3-0. They scored 3 runs in the first inning and haven't scored since. This one is downstairs for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 ball and no strikes here. Once again, a big shout out to the Mules Baseball Booster Club today for barbecuing. They had a great turnout for that. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Got a chance to sample the hot dogs and the hamburgers, and Nathan Dobbs cooked us up a big steak on the grill. I don't know what seasoning he used, but it was a fantastic steak. Even Tim said absolutely. I can't even get that kind of quality in the restaurants. There's a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I know the next outing I've got with the family, I'm going to have Nate come over with that big grill and cook us up some ribeyes like he did today. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Here's the pitch. Fouls it away, stays alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Jackson Beast now has thrown 26 pitches in the inning. Mules trail by 5 runs. Mules are going to have to really put together a magical 7th inning if they want to compete and possibly win this ball game here tonight. They are down by 5 runs going into the bottom of the 7th inning. 7, 8, 9 all due up. 4 runs have come across here in the 7th. And got him looking, and there is your final strike of the inning, but the damage is done. 4 runs on 4 hits and a couple of errors. We go to the bottom of the inning, and the Mules trail by a score of 8-3. We're back in 1 minute on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
You're in the zone with Baldwin Toyota. Today's spotlight is a 2023 Toyota RAV4. Grab your teammates for the ultimate ride. The 2023 Toyota RAV4 offers a spacious interior and configurable cargo space. Now you can carry all your gear for the big game.
That's right. And with the RAV4's all-wheel drive technology, you can effortlessly tackle any terrain.
Get in the game and visit Baldwin Toyota and experience the 2023 Toyota RAV4 for yourself. And now back to Mules action.
Caring for those you love also means taking good care of yourself. At Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, our healthcare providers take the time to identify your health risks and help you prioritize good health. Regular checkups and age-appropriate screenings are important to be healthy now and stay well in the future. With same or next day appointments and online scheduling, we make it easy to make an appointment right now. You can even see us from the comfort of your own home via telehealth. Put your health first today by making an appointment by visiting pbrmc.com and searching online scheduling.
All right, so now the Mules are coming up. It'll be Dylan Bratcher to begin the home half of inning number 7. Poplar Bluff now. They are down to their final 3 outs here. Mules are trying to get some kind of rally going here in the ball game as they are down by 5 runs. So here we go as we get set, and it looks like Roberts is back out to go ahead and pitch. Takes the first pitch outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. So 1-0 the count now. Good pitch. That one's called a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Brooke Dobbs says only if he would cook at home. Oh, I'm so sorry, Brooke. Don't let me get him in trouble. Don't let me get the man in trouble. 2 balls and 1 strike. I will say that Nate is just a great guy to get to know and takes care of Tim and I. And I could tell by the way he acts around the team that he would give you the shirt off his back. No doubt about that. Great guy. 3 balls and 1 strike here. 3-1 the count. We are in the top of inning number 7. Mules trying to get something going, and they do get a leadoff walk. So Brancher trots down to first base here, a leadoff walk, and now we're going to see Rylan Season Good coming back in the ball game. He'll be the batter in this situation. So Season Good back in, courtesy runner at first base, and that'll be Drew Cooper. So Season Good. So re-entering is going to be Jackson Beast if it gets that far. Season Good. Back over to first base is not in time. So Remington is 1 for 2 on the afternoon, or the evening rather. One ball, one ball and no strikes here. 1-0 the count with a runner on first base. Mules trying to get something going here in the home half of inning number 7. Here is the pitch inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Not giving up on the Mules. Still a lot of baseball left to be played. Mules have 3 outs to work with. We'll see if they're able to get something going. Cooper standing on first base. Outside, a pitch. It's now 3 balls and no strikes. Pitch number 83 coming up now for Roberts. I will say that West Plains, you would think, is kind of running out of pitchers right now. They played a big game earlier against Van Buren. There's a strike right down the pike. 3 balls and 1 strike. So 3-1 the count now. 3-1 the count. Mules trying to get something going, and they've got the first 2 runners on. They've got 2 runners on. 2 runners on base now. The Mules have them. And now coming up to the plate, Cameron Settle, and then back to the top of the lineup. Mules down by 5 runs here in this one. They've got a couple of runners on. We'll see what they're able to do with them. Here is the first pitch. Called a strike right down the middle. No balls and 1 strike here. Cameron Settle, he is 0 for 1 here in the ball game so far. Remember, Kirby batted for him the last time. Outside, pitch a ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. That's awesome, David. So when's graduation from the academy, my friend? He'll be working there in Bonne Terre. That is awesome, my friend. Hopefully the training won't last too much longer, right? Here is the 1-1 pitch on the way. Outside, called a ball, 2 balls and 1 strike here. Getting kind of interesting to the latter part of the game. Time is called. Tank Sims going to walk out and talk to his pitcher. So Tank Sims going out to settle down his pitcher. May 3rd is going to be graduation. That's awesome, man. I know you'll do a fantastic job. Mules have 2 runners on and nobody down here in the bottom of inning number 7. Mules looking to get back in this one. Outside, a pitch, calling a ball. It's 3 balls and 1 strike. Dylan Hall awaiting on deck. Big pitch coming here from Roberts. Here is the pitch. This one fouled away. 3 balls and 2 strikes here. 3-2 the count now. Mules trying to get settled on base. It is a 3-2 count, nobody down. And now the Mules faithful starting to come alive here. Here is the payoff pitch on the way from Roberts with runners on first and second base. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss, 1 down here in the inning. It's a big first out there. Settle goes down swinging, his 2nd strikeout. Dylan Hall is 0 for 2. He has walked back in the 5th inning. Mules are going to have the heart of their lineup coming up if Dylan Hall can keep this train going. First pitch is called a strike on the outside, a part of the plate. no balls, and 1 strike. So coming up here, depending on the outcome of this ball game, we will have an abbreviated post game. We'll get you back out to regular programming on the radio. This one's an inside pitch. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 the count now. Pitch is, good job, good block there by Sims. 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2-1 the count now. Two, 1 the count. Here is your pitch on the way outside. 3 balls and 1 strike now. Mules are not messing around. Mules are working hard to extend this inning. Mules are trying to extend. Here is the pitch. There's a ball. Get out for a base hit. How aggressive do they want to be? They're going to wave in 1 run. It is now an 8-4 ball game. As Cooper comes in to score, Dylan Hall gets an RBI base hit. Still runners on first and second base. And now Kobe Greenwald comes up to the plate. So Kobe Greenwald is 1 for 3 here in the ball game. Would love to get him off to a great start here. Takes the first pitch for a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. So now the Mules, we're going to get time called as Coach Sharp is going to walk out and talk to his pitcher. It is a 1 ball, no strike count, runners on first and second base. Dylan Hall began the heart of the lineup as he was able to get a 1-out base hit to right field, and he did score. Cooper all the way from second base. We are coming up on 8 o'clock here in this ball game, and for Poplar Bluff right now, they find themselves down by 4 runs. The conference is over, and now we're going to get back to live action here. We'll see what the Mules can do. We'll see what Poplar Bluff here is able to do. So now the Mules working on trying to extend this lead. Trying to climb back in. This could be trouble. Could be a double play. Out at second and out at first. It is a 4-6-3 double play. And the inning will come to a close, as will the ball game. Mules ended on a double play. It took 2 hours and 10 minutes to complete this ball game, and the Mules fall here today. Final score is 8-4. So let's keep it here, and we will wrap it up here really quick. And if Tim doesn't mind, we'll send him down to get the crowd mic real quick, if you don't mind, while we stay here and we end up, and we'll wrap up this ball game as the Mules end up, and they will fall here today. Final score, they go on 8-4 is the final score here tonight. Let's go ahead, and what we'll do is we'll take a 30-second break and come right back. You're watching and listening to Mules Baseball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. All right, so we are back here in the ball game, and of course the final score here this afternoon is, or I should say this evening, is 8-4. The Mules now go to 13-6 on the season. And let's go ahead and recap the ball game here as the Mules take the loss. They are now 13-6 on the season, coming up a little bit short here today against a very good team out of West Plains. And you can't tell you what West Plains and Poplar Bluff, man, they went toe-to-toe. And the Mules had them for a long time, but the Mules could not hang on in this one. Poplar Bluff falls here today, and you got to give credit to the Mules, though. They would never give up here. They kept going all the way through and through, and the Mules here end up losing here by 4 runs. The game ends on a double play, and now West Plains will make that 2-hour trip back home, and it's a little bit sweeter for them as they pick up not 1, but 2 wins here this afternoon. And, of course, they now improve to 17-0 on the year, and the Mules go down to 13-6. I'll tell you what, though, it was a fun day of high school baseball. Even though the Mules came up short in this ball game, you got to tip your cap here to the Mules. They gave it everything they had and nearly come away with a big win here tonight against a state-ranked team. We're talking about West Plains, the Zizzers out of West Plains. Let's go ahead now and let's get our final total of the ball game here. The Mules fall 8-4. West Plains, or I should say the Mules rather, they picked up 3 runs in the first inning. They would not score again until the bottom of the 7th inning. Mules picked up 4 runs on 7 hits, a couple of errors. West Plains, meanwhile, they would pick up 2 runs in the 3rd inning, and then they would score again in the 6th inning and then 4 in the 7th inning to go on to double up on the Mules. They would go on to win this ball game. Final score was 8-4. Here this afternoon or this evening, however you want to look at it. It has been a long afternoon. And, of course, here today as the Mules fall, they go to 13-6 on the season. And, of course, you look at the box score. Jackson Beast, I'll have to double-check this. I think if unofficially the loss will go to Jackson Beast here, but we'll have to wait and see, and we'll check that coming up here for sure. But nevertheless, let's look at the box score in this ball game here today. Dylan Hall had 1 hit at the top of the lineup with a walk and an RBI. Also, Kobe Greenwald he went 1 for 4 on the afternoon, or the evening rather. He would end up with a hit as well. Dobbs had one walk rather in the game. He was 0 for 2 with a walk. Huffman had 2 big hits in the ball game. Also, Tabanera had a couple of RBIs. He was 2 out of 3. And Dylan Bratcher had a walk rather in that 7th inning. Season Good had a hit. Also a walk as well. And then Cameron Settle would end up with 2 strikeouts. Kirby had a strikeout as well. Mules as a team had 4 walks and 6 strikeouts. And Season Good, he went 5 1/3 innings. He gave up 5 hits, 4 runs. All 4 were earned. He walked 7, struck out 8. Jackson Beast went 1 2/3 innings, giving up 5 hits, 4 runs. All 4 were earned. He walked 1 and struck out 4. As the team, the Mules gave up 8 walks and struck out 12. That is your final score here tonight as the Mules, they will fall to the Zizzers out of West Plains here tonight. Final score was 8-4, and now the Mules go to 13-6 on the season, and that means that next week Mules have a few days to kind of relax a little bit. Not too much, though, and they will have some big tests coming up next week. I know on Tuesday we will be live in Greenville, and the plan is coming up on Tuesday. The plan is that we are going to try to live stream those ball games in Greenville. That is the plan. And then, of course, coming up on Thursday, we will be live in Jackson as well. That'll be possibly, I don't want to say for sure because you don't want to jinx anything, but I will tell you, it very well could be for the possible conference title. So keep that in mind as we get ready to really just go to battle coming up this week. Not 1, but 2 conference matchups. And I'm telling you, it should be a lot of fun coming up this week live here in, I should say, Fort Bluff Baseball. In the meantime, we want you to have a very safe weekend, and it's been a lot of fun bringing you all of these games. We thank you so much for tuning in to Mules Baseball. What we're going to do is we're going to go to a quick timeout on the radio side, and we're going to get you back out to regular programming coming up in just a moment. And, of course, Mules fall today. Final score was 8-4. The Mules now go to 13-6. Let's thank our sponsors one more time here today as the Mules fall. Final score 8-4. Our sponsors, they include First Midwest Bank, Kevin's Auto Repair, PB Realty, Legacy Farm and Land Specialist, Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, or Russians Towing. Also being brought to you by Baldwin Toyota, First Choice Insurance, Poplar Bluff Regional Medical Center, Patriot Auto Glass, Christian Automotive and Tire, Eye Care Specialist. Also being brought to you by Larry Hillis Dodge, Air Solutions, Edmondson, Warren, and Holt Legal Services, Maverick Glass, and Senator Jason Bean. Proud supporters of Mules Baseball here for the 2024 baseball season. For Tim Hicks, I'm Frankie Castillo. We've had a great day bringing you Mules Baseball. And, of course, a big shout-out once again to the Mules Baseball Booster Club for stepping up today, feeding the kids, the teams, the coaches, the umpires, and, of course, took care of Tim and myself as well. I'm Frankie Castillo saying so long from Poplar Bluff, and we'll see you back here next time. You've been watching and listening to Mules Baseball on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.